Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Brian F. Irving. I'm going to be your games master for today's exploration of a game by John Wick. The game is Cat, the role-playing game. With me, I have a small handful of players that are going to explore this world of being a domestic cat with me. And they are Ben,
Hello,
who is playing as...
Winston Furchill.
Indeed so. Marie,
Hello, I'm Marie. I'm playing as the Siamese cat Pywakit.
and Jenny.
Hi, I'm Jenny. I am playing a Norwegian forest cat called Misty, also known as Brupmau.
The world is not quite the place that humans think it is. The world is a far darker place, because humans lost the great contest. They cannot see the darkness. They cannot see the Boggins. Dogs can smell the Boggins, but only cats who won the great contest, although dogs would argue they probably cheated, and who's to say they didn't, cats can see the Boggins, can smell the Boggins, can kill the Boggins. And that's what they do. Dogs may think of themselves as man's best friend, but it is cats that stand the bulwark between the darkness of man's soul and the humanity that they are capable of. We begin our story. Your Clowther has kept the neighbourhood free of the malicious little creatures for a dozen generations. Now the baton has been passed to you, and you're facing the greatest challenge of your first life. Recently, the children of the neighbourhood have been coming home infested with boggin eggs, the dark, shadowy orbs from which adult boggins emerge if left alone. Thankfully, you and the rest of the neighbourhood Clowther has not left the eggs alone, but have destroyed each and every one. Now you're gathered in the dream to discuss what must be done. This can't go on. Where are the eggs coming from? Can you continue to destroy them at the current rate, or will, sooner or later, one hatch? The local cats have searched high and low, but the boggins are not coming from the neighbourhood. Instead, the children seem to be returning from playing somewhere beyond the big path where the metal boxes run. Each time the children venture across the big path, they return that evening with boggin eggs attached. It is only a matter of time before one of the eggs hatches. Being humans, of course, the children and their parents can't see the eggs. Their senses are weak. To stop the eggs reaching the neighbourhood in the first place, you'll have to find the source. But there are two problems with this. One, you don't know where the children go when they cross the big path where the metal boxes run. And two, the woods beyond the big path where the metal boxes run is the territory of a glaring of cats. Feral cats. The feral cats from beyond the big path are territorial and not your friends. So, what is the plan that your three cats, your small growing Clowther, are beginning to formulate about how to deal with this potential boggin incursion?
Well, I believe we need to follow a child, find out
Yeah.
where they go.
Or get a child to carry us across the big path, maybe. Do we know if there's a particular point on the big path where the metal boxes run that the children tend to cross over at?
Well, you don't know because you don't often follow them. Because when you do try to follow the children to the big path where the metal boxes run, the children become quite alarmed and generally sort of try and shoo you back home. They're very aware of how dangerous it is. Although, you have to say, as a cat, if a human child can make it across safely, then certainly the superior creature that is a cat could do it.
Exactly. Right.
Probably.
Definitely.
We'll find out, I guess.
I think what we should do is follow one of the children or a group of the children from a distance and then watch where they cross, because that must be where, it must
Safer.
be somewhat safe, I guess. And then wait until they've crossed over a little bit and follow behind them. But we'll have to try and stay out of sight, I think.
Or else they'll try and shoo us back home.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. Obviously. I mean, of course, we'd be absolutely fine.
They underestimate us.
Yes.
Does Pywakit have any thoughts that she wishes to inject at this point?
Pywakit is thinking that she liked the plan of being carried across. The only time Pywakit is carried, she has to go to that awful place where they put needles on you. She doesn't want to go there.
Oh, no, not that place.
No, not that place.
No, not going to that place.
Humans it's so terrifying a place, the humans do not name it, but spell it out.
No. Like, they think we don't know what they're talking about.
As if we could be defeated by such a thin ruse. Perhaps not all of the children are kind children. Perhaps we should look for one of the children who will not shoo us off and follow them.
Maybe. Or maybe, are there any children who carry things across or go on one of those, the little wheeled things that they sit on? And
oh, if it has a basket, we could lurk in the basket.
Yes, exactly. Or jump on the back when the child's already making their way across. Not like this would be dangerous at all, but or perhaps one of them has now out of cat character context.
Yeah.
Sometimes younger kids have those things that they pull along on wheels, like a little
wagon,
like a little carry wagon trolley type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Usually there's a teddy in it, and they're dragging it around the garden, and you think of that old meme of great another journey round the same garden. We could look to see if one of them has a little wagon or
and we could jump, or even jumping on one of the children might frighten them, though.
It
probably
usually does, yes.
Yeah.
This is why you've had to be careful destroying the boggin eggs, because when you first started, you attempted just to jump on the children as they came home infested with them, but that alarmed them and almost got you kicked out the house. So instead, you started to wait till the children were asleep, and then you would creep on the bed and destroy the boggin eggs that were attached to them in their sleep instead. So, jumping on the children does usually frighten them. Some of them do have scooters, but none of them have anything that drag along in a like a little wagon thing behind them. They often carry things like balls and stuff along when they go.
As we're in the dream, could we attempt to find the child and perhaps show them 3 cats following them as part of a dream?
Yes, you can. You can do. The only problem you have there is that humans don't always remember their dreams.
No.
It must be something to do with them being a lesser species than cats. Because even dogs usually remember their dreams.
Yeah.
But
what is it, humans? Seriously.
Yeah. But sometimes they remember bits and pieces of it, and children are usually better at remembering their dreams than adults, so it might be worth trying that approach if you want to. Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm sorry, I'm just looking through. Could we not perhaps mark some of the children with our scent to put the Boggins off?
Yes.
I don't think they'd like that.
Well,
Just imagine the face.
You can do it in the dream. You can bite them in the dream. It's one of the tricks.
I
yes.
suppose it could do, yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
the way cats scent mark humans isn't to pee on them, as I suspect you were thinking. It's
I
what-
know, you can rub the
It's
little
what head
yeah.
rubbing's about. You're
Rubbing
transferring some of the...
the chin and the head and everything, yeah. I know. You can boop them a lot.
Mhm.
Would that kind of scent marking be enough, though?
Possibly not.
Well,
It might help put the boggin off, but I think
Mm.
Pywakit's got an idea for using one of the tricks in the dream to help.
Right, okay.
yes, because if we mark the child with their scent
Hmm.
in the dream, then in real life it makes it easier for us to find them by our scent.
Mm.
And perhaps
Mm.
then we could use the dinner dance ritual where we walk round them
Mhm.
and they'll grant a single request.
Should be the carries.
And that request could be to be carried.
Mm.
Pick me up.
Mm-hmm. And carry me
Mhm.
across the big path where the metal boxes go.
Yes.
Unfortunately for the dinner dance ritual, the request must have something to do with fulfilling a basic need.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But if we could perhaps invade the dream of a child and give them the inkling that when they see us do this, that we should be picked up. Children remember their dreams better than adults.
Yeah.
Let us try. For although we could easily cross the great path with the metal boxes, we should perhaps think to make it easier on ourselves.
Definitely.
Okay.
I mean, I could use my amazing cuteness potentially to get someone to pick me up and carry me across. That isn't necessarily one of the children, but I don't know. I mean, that wouldn't work for you two, would it? You're not as cute as I am. Silence.
Okay.
I mean, alternatively, I'm just getting glared at by these two. Yeah. I'm just preening myself in the dream. Alternatively, maybe, as you say, we could scent mark them as much as we can, make sure we get lots of head scratches and chin scratches and things just before we go out. And then we can follow them at a distance to see where it is that they cross the big path. And then we can follow them once they have gone across because we would be able to smell them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got a few plans coming together there, and they're not mutually exclusive. So what would you like to do right now? What would you like to do at
Let's
the moment?
try and find one of the children in the
In
dreaming.
the dream. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's your own children you're looking for. Not your own children. That would be kittens, obviously. But it's the human children that are associated with your families that you're looking for. So that would make it an easy, I think, test. So we're going to be having our first test of the game. Now, remember, the dice you'll be using are 6-sided, and any even number is a pass, and any odd number is a fail. Now, then, you are going to be testing, because you're looking for children you know, so it's going to be an easy mark, in the dream. So I'm torn between asking you to test your tail or your face. Because your face is your senses. Your tail relates to magic and dreams. So let's say make it an easy tail test. It's not dangerous, so even if you failed everything, you can't take any scars from it. So whatever number you have in tail, that's the number of 6-sided dice you can roll. If you have any reputation that you feel would apply, you can ask me for permission to apply that as well.
Damn it.
Oh.
I got all odds. We all got odds. Oh no, you're fine.
Marie, how did you manage to roll 10 dice?
Because my tail. Oh, sorry, it should be 5d6. I read magic, not tail. Sorry.
Right, I'll just read the top 5 then. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3,
Still passed.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. So you've got a
Right.
pass. You've got 2 passes, in fact, and you only needed 1. So, you know what that means. The spare pass
Goes in style.
goes in your style for later use. Yes.
Doesn't she have 3 passes because it's a 6, a 4, and a 2?
And a 2, you're quite right. Yeah. So you've got 3 passes, so you can put 2 points in your style for later use.
Me and Jenny are just wandering around.
We have the same humans as well, so we still can't fucking find them.
Just keep finding all the strangers kids can't find around.
I'm just wandering around going, oh, my tail. Oh, that's my tail in the dream. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Whereas Pywakit knows exactly where her child will be in the dream because her child is always in the same place in the dream. In a sort of wooded glade somewhere. So you go there, and what are you attempting exactly once you see your child is, as usual, playing in the glade?
I'm going to approach them to say to. Actually, I'm going to look around this glade first.
Okay.
You know, circle around the glade to see if it's similar to the glade near the house, or if there are things I could perhaps recognise in the real world, if this is a real world place.
You
If
think
perhaps a version of this in the real world is where they're going and picking up the Boggins.
you think that's exactly what it is, because even in the dream you're able to smell this glade, and the smell reminds you of the time you came close to the big path where the metal boxes run, but were scared away by all the metal boxes. And it's the same smell as was drifting across from the woods on the other side. Now, there are woods behind your neighbourhood as well that are technically they're the same wood, or they were once, before the big path that where the metal boxes run was driven straight through that wood. So it could be there, but you're very familiar with the part of the wood that's behind your neighbourhood, and you've never seen this before. So you think this is on the other side of the big path, but you're pretty sure this is a real place. Or at least it's the child's recreation of a real place. So it won't be 100% accurate, but it's... In fact, as you are watching, you start to see other children appear in the glade as well. Could you give me a face test, please? You may add any of the style dice that you've got if you would like, but remember, if you use them now, they're gone.
I'm just going to use my standard face.
Yeah. That's 1 pass, which is all you needed. So there is a child in the dream that you don't recognise. There's a child that's not from your neighbourhood.
I'm going to try and scent mark that child.
Okay. You come rushing up to the child and you see your own child quite surprised to see you. She's like, Pywakit, what are you doing here? You didn't cross the road, did you? It's very dangerous.
I'll address her. I'm imagining that we have a specific way of addressing our own child.
You can do, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll say several pars.
Right.
I'll do that.
One thing I should tell you as well. In the dream, cats can speak to people.
I'll say, I could cross the great path with the metal boxes if you would but carry me with you.
Oh, I suppose, but I'm worried that you would get lost if you would have to stay very close to us.
You could carry me, and I could follow you. I can always, if I can find you in your dreams, I can find you anywhere.
That's true, but the big road is very dangerous. At this point, the other child, the one you were trying to get to, the scent mark, has come running over, giggling. And he's like, "Oh, kitty," and is stroking you.
I'll rub my head on the hand and purr.
You rub your head on your hand and purr, and as you go to rub your head against the child, you spot something. You spot boggin eggs. Dozens of them. In fact, you see an actual boggin as well. It looks straight at you. It looks terrified. The boggin, yeah. The boggin itself looks like a human woman, about the age of your child's parents, but you can see through it. It's a type of boggin that you refer to as a ghost.
Okay.
You're aware that your heckles have involuntarily risen, and at the same time the boggin's limbs have kind of drawn in and their hands have become clawed. The face has gotten suddenly angrier and darker, but still terrified as well, and it's backing away from you. You realise that the boggin is actually here in the dream.
Right. Okay,
So I can't risk frightening the children, because I'm
Mm.
going to guess that none of them can even see it in the dream.
None of them can even see it here in the dream. You can sometimes make humans see boggins in the dream by drawing their attention to them, but
I'm going to say,
that would give them a nightmare if you did that.
yeah, I'm, I'm, I'm not. I'm going to attempt to keep control of myself and not hiss at it and attack it because this is the dream,
Right, yeah.
and it's if it is in the dream, it's not real. And I don't want to give my child nightmares
Yeah.
because I want them to remember this dream is pleasant so that they'll take the cat with them.
Yeah.
So what I'll do instead is I'll do some form of cat trick, like some kind of dance or something enchanting for children, something a cat wouldn't usually do because it's humiliating. But this is it's not real.
Okay.
You know, like one of the cats from cartoons where they dance on their hind legs, where they weave in and out in a complicated pattern.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know we said that the dinner dance ritual needs to be about fulfilling a basic need, but I would say that what you've just described to me there is similar enough that I think we'll call that a new cat trick that you've just. What's your tail? Is it
My tail is 10.
your tail is 10? It can't be.
It is. Sorry, my tail is 5. My magic is 10.
Right. So your tail is 5.
5.
Okay, so that's a best attribute then. So that is going to be high enough for you to create your own cat tricks. So I think you've just created your own cat trick. I'm going to use the dinner dance ritual as the guidelines for it. So let's see then. Yeah. I'm going to have to refresh my memory about how magic points work. Hold on, just a
And
second.
I'm also going to use cat names
Yeah.
to call Winston Furchill and Misty.
Right, yes, okay. So you guys are still wandering around the dream trying to find your kids when you hear Pywakit calling to you. Okay.
Okay. I'll head on over.
So in order to use any magic dog. Right, okay, so Marie, in order to use this new trick, normally to use a trick you need to use at least one magic point. That would give you a number of dice equal to your tail. However, this is a brand new trick that you've dreamt up, so you're going to have to spend 2 magic points to do it.
Okay.
Now, you can spend additional magic points if you would like to. Each additional magic point over the 2 would buy you an extra dice on the roll.
Okay. Well, I don't want to use up all my magic at the one go. But I've got 10 points of magic, so if I use 4, so 2 for the trick and 2 above.
Okay, so you get an extra 2 dice. What exactly are you wanting to compel the child to do with your new trick?
That when they see the trick, they pick me up.
Right. Okay.
And when they've picked me up, I'll rub my face on there. You know all the things kids like cats to do.
Yeah. I think this is something that's not going to be too difficult. So I'm going to say you're going to need 2 passes.
Okay.
So you'll be running 7 dice. More if you want to burn some of those.
I'm going to just risk it with 7.
Right, you are. Go for it.
2 passes.
2 passes, which is exactly what you needed. Okay, so you burn the magic points. You can feel them sort of drifting away. Your tail just droops just that little bit. But the trick has worked. You've now conditioned your human that whenever you do the thing, your human will pick you up. And that's about the point where Winston Furchill and Misty arrive.
I'll say to them, look, remember, and do the thing.
Okay, so this is now a trick that she's created. You can add it to your list of possible tricks as well. But the first time you ever attempt it, because this is a new trick, it would cost you 2 magic points instead of 1 to cast.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any tricks normally, so I would just add it under abilities.
No. Every cat can use every trick that their tail is powerful enough for.
Yes. Yeah.
Now then, to use this trick, you need to have a good or better tail, which means your tail needs to be. I think it's 3 for that.
Yep. Ooh, phew! I've got 3 for my tail.
Right.
Yeah, same.
Trait levels. Yeah, so you need 3 or better in order to cast that trick.
Okay. Phew.
Right. Sorry, go on.
Do we see our human anywhere?
Yes, you do see images of your human here, but it's not actually your human. It's Pywakit's imagining of that person.
Right, okay.
I'm going to say to them, I think this is a real place on the other side of the path with the great metal boxes. And I think if you look at that child, who is not one of our children, it does not belong to our clouder. If you look, you'll see the boggin it's brought with it, even in the dream.
The Boggins now kind of sliding off into the shadows because there are now 3 cats here, and it's getting more and more nervous about the entire thing.
Okay. I'll try and refrain from hissing at it because obviously it's fucking off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I roll something to try and stop myself from hissing at it? Because that was my an auto reaction that I would normally do. I would think.
Okay, you can do. Yes, you can. Well, this is essentially you attempting to exercise your self-control, something cats are not renowned for.
No.
So you're going to have to use your. It's not going to be closed. Coats for affecting other cats. I suppose you could affect yourself. Yeah, go and use your coat. But because you're attempting to apply some self-control, and that's not something cats are good at, you're going to need 3 passes.
Keep in mind as well.
What about if Pywakit and Winston Furchill try to encourage you by saying, "Leave it, Misty. They're not worth it, Misty."
Keep in mind, should I get a penalty because one of my things is defender?
Yeah, you probably should.
Making this harder for yourself. Come on,
Okay,
man.
so you're gonna get a penalty that will cancel out the advantage that Winston and Pywakit have just given.
Sorry, guys. Well, I mean, it makes sense, right? So I've got to roll.
So they're standing behind you going, leave it, he's not worth it.
And I'm just getting more and more wound up.
Yeah.
Right. Right, so my coat is 5, so I roll 5d6, but I've got to get 3
You
successes.
need to get 3 successes, and you did.
Oh, I did this! Holy shit!
Wow.
Yes. So you get 3 successes, so you've got yourself under control, despite the fact that you're a Norwegian forest cat as well, aren't you?
Yeah, and one of my things is defender, so...
Yeah, and Norwegian forest cats have long fur, right? So she she now just looks like a puffball with eyes.
Yeah, all my fur's just like...
Yes, exactly. Just a puffball with eyes and like a tail thrashing about behind. But,
yeah, and my eyes have gone really big and dark, and I'm just like glaring at it. But I refrain from causing a scene and scaring the children.
You did, yes, very good. In fact, because of that, because you managed to refrain from scaring the children, each of you will gain 1 style.
Yay!
Oh,
Woohoo!
And with that, we draw the veil on scene 1 as the dream begins to come to an end. The children begin to come out of REM sleep, because humans only dream in actual very short bursts.
That's weird.
Yeah, they're still asleep, but they're no longer in REM sleep, so they're not dreaming at the moment. You being cats, you can continue to dream if you wish, but that's all sort of the plot points that are going to be resolved from that scene.
Okay.
So we will draw the veil on that, and we'll open it again, camera panning in, as we deal with the events of the next day. So the next day, it's what the humans call a Saturday. Now, usually what happens on these Saturdays is the children wander off to play for most of the day. So it doesn't take long before your children gather, the children of the neighbourhood gather, and sure enough, they all start heading in the direction of the great path where the metal boxes run.
I'm gonna nudge Winston and say, we need to follow it, see where they cross over. Come on.
Okay.
Gotta be sneaky.
So you two are doing a sneaky sneak. Marie, what's
I'll
Pywakit
pull
doing?
myself out of my bed with a groan.
I just thought of, like, if he doesn't get up, I'll literally just bite him on the side. One big arr.
Okie dokie. Marie, what's Pywakit doing?
I'm going to do elements of the dance that I did last night in the dream,
Right.
to see if the child remembers.
Now, this is an important point, because you successfully cast the spell, but will the child remember during wakey wake time? That's the question.
Yeah.
And, you know, humans are a bit... and they're not great at remembering their dreams. Children are a little bit better at it than people. So I'm going to make a dice roll for the child. And I think what we're going to require here is a single pass. However, the child only has 2 dice to roll, so let's just see. And you've got a single pass, so the child does seem to remember. So you start doing something. Part of the
waving my tail in a certain way.
Yeah. So Pywakit, and like chucks you under the chin and picks you up and scritches behind your ears and pats you on the
I'll
head.
rub my face on their face and all the things children like cats to do to them.
Okay. So you have centered your child, which means it's going to be easier for you to follow it. Then
Will she
So-
carry me though?
well, you didn't actually fully cast a spell. You just kind of tested to see. You can cast
Yeah.
a spell if you would like to,
No, not till we're closer to the road. I needed to see if she was.
if you'd remember. Yeah, I
remember.
thought that was the plan. Okay.
Brian,
Yes.
does my child have a backpack or anything that they take with?
Are you going to try and sneak into the backpack?
I am.
In that case, I'm going to say the child does take a backpack because this could be fun. So let's give it a try.
God damn it! What am I going to do?
You're just going to have to do a follow. So, we're going to do a. It's going to be a type of sneak, but it's going to be a hide, isn't it? So
You can try the same magic as I did. You have the trick.
Keep in mind that he's a Norwegian forest cat, the same as me, so he's going to be pretty big.
oh
pretty
shit,
Hey,
yeah.
he's not gonna notice. He's not gonna notice.
Shit, yeah, that's right. You. Oh, that I don't think we've. Have we given you a cat?
No, you didn't give me one.
Damn it.
I'll have.
Because it's bigger than a normal
You're gonna
cat.
have the white one. Right, hold on.
I'll be the big floof ball.
So that's going to be Winston Furchill. Let's have a look. Winston Furchill, just set the token vision and night vision and range of night vision and colour of night vision and special effects on night vision and well, cats see in monochromatics during the night. At night, their night vision is monochromatic. I should have said. Their day vision isn't, but they don't have the full colour palette that humans have. So
They're colourblind then, I guess.
only partially, yeah. They do see colours, but there are some colours they don't see as clearly as we do, and there are some colours we can see that they see as a different colour.
Look at this chunky one. They're adorable.
I know he is
Yeah.
massive.
So cute.
So Winston, there we go.
Is it sour? Cats can't taste.
Sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. Theoretically. Theoretically, they shouldn't be able to taste sweet, but I've had two cats that love anything with sugar in it. You just cannot leave anything with sugar in it lying without they've got the faces in it. So I just need to edit this.
I wonder if it's only certain breeds then.
I'm not sure. That's one of the few things I don't know about cats.
House cats have evolved to love sugar and be chunky.
Yeah. Also, we had a cat who loved oats, anything with oats, oaty biscuits, porridge, anything like that.
So cute.
And loved the smell of peppermint to the point that if you were chewing gum or sucking a mint, she'd come up to you, climb on your chest, put a paw in your mouth, and try and steal it.
Gotta love cats. They're
Yep.
amazing.
Okay, so that's your cat associated there. So let's have a look at. You're going to try and sneak in, so I'm going to ask for a.
Well, I
I
do
think-
have the unseen as an ability.
So you
that's
get
good.
to add your unseen reputation as whatever
do.
the number is. You get to add that many dice, and I think I'm going to ask for a legs test on this one.
Would you get a
Like,
penalty
okay.
for being a big cat?
No, he wouldn't.
It will be harder because he is a big cat. Yes.
Yeah, and he's floofy.
And it's fluffy. So, trying to get in unnoticed, you're going to require. This is going to be a hard task. So it's going to be 3
One,
passes.
2,
you need.
3, 4. I got 4 passes.
Wow.
Wow,
1, 2,
okay.
3. Yeah, 4.
Okay, so you managed to when the child's not, it's got everything packed that it takes, its sandwiches and all that, it's packed it in, and the child puts the backpack down just long enough to go to the toilet, and you creep over and get the zipper in your mouth and and squirm in. Then realise you can't close the zip from inside, so you're like, psst, psst, Misty, psst, zip me up.
I pretend to not hear him for a little bit. Just sort of lick my paw and look around, like, you know. Eventually, I'll go over and help the little shit.
Eventually, you close the zipper, leaving enough so that he can still breathe.
No.
But that means, yes, you're going to make it across the road as long as the child does, obviously. But you are going to be
Yeah,
stuck.
Fuck,
But you are going to be stuck inside a backpack.
As a bus comes careening down the road and wipes them out. Oh my god.
Okay, so as the children head off, the remaining two cats notice that the backpack of one of the children is just wriggling a little bit.
How does the kid not notice the weight difference?
Kids, what can I say?
Yeah. Well, kids get distracted easy, so.
Not all of us are chunky, Misty.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so if you're going to try and follow the children covertly,
Yes, which is what I'm going to try and do.
what you're going to try and do, okay, I'm going to need you to test fate again. You can use either your coat or your legs for this one. You get 2 advantage dice because being sneaky is what cats do.
Okay.
But this is a moderate success required, so you will need 2 successes to pass.
Okay, so I have 5 for my coat, add another 2
Yeah.
for being sneaky.
Yeah.
Could I use my alert ability to help me, like, keep a lock on the child whilst
Not
I'm
get hit
still
by a
trying
car.
to be sneaky?
Yes, I'm going to say you can. You can use the alertness so that you're alert to when they're about to look round. And alert to where you can, like, dip in
Jump out
behind.
the way, yeah. Okay, so that gives me 9 dice, so hopefully
Okay, you only need 2 passes here.
Well, not
Complete
my luck,
overkill.
right? Yeah, that's quite a few. So
It
1,
is, that's-
2, 3, 4,
Jesus
5,
Christ.
6, 7 passes.
You're getting a lot of style there.
Yeah.
You are, yes. You needed 2, so you get 5 points. I'm actually wondering, is there not something about ones in this game? Let me just double check.
Oh no, I hope it doesn't
Critical
take
fails.
successes away. It might.
I think it just prevents you using spare successes as thing. But I'll just double check.
Okay.
Because I might be misremembering that entirely. I've got so many different game systems banging around in my head that
Yeah.
sometimes I start to think, is that this game or is that another one?
Do you ever like dream of game systems? Because you just like you've got so many.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have dreams of like dice rolling around and stuff,
Yeah.
and like doing like adding dice rolls up and shit.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
A nightmare where you're trying to add all the dice up, but you keep getting it wrong,
Yeah,
and everyone's just staring at you, waiting for the.
I have
for the
had a
die.
nightmare that's been similar to that, and I couldn't add the dice up.
Right.
Like it kept changing and stuff, and I
Yeah.
was getting like really upset. It's so stupid. Right.
Okay, so I'm not actually seeing that at all, so I think I've made that up in
Okay.
my head. Testing fate, here we go. Just in case. Advantage dice, scars, healing, fighting, death, reputation, fighting, none. Yeah, I've made that up. So that's a pass then, with 5 points going into your style for later usage. Well
I'm
done.
just fabulous.
Yeah. So
What
as the
can I
kids
say?
are all like laughing and joking and carrying on as they're going along, and they're bouncing balls and they're making jokes with one another, you're creeping along behind them with this running through your head. Dun 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 dun. Oh, they're looking. Zip.
Yeah, hiding behind a telegraph pole.
Yeah. You peer around cautiously, and the kids are off and moving again. So you're like, oh. Marie, what are you doing? Are you also following by stealth, or?
I am also following by stealth.
Okay, then I'm going to need the same from you. I'm going to need a moderately difficult test.
It's just us two little kitties sneaking around.
So you'll be testing either your coat or your legs. You can use whichever one you prefer, and you get 2 additional advantage dice.
I'm going to use my legs because they're 4.
Right. Yeah.
That's 66.
Fail. Pass. Oh, you failed.
Ooh.
Right. Okay, so I get to rate this bit as I wish. Okay.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Because we'd be travelling in the same area, could I use some of my style points to help?
Yes, you can. You can donate some style points for Marie to roll as dice if you want to.
Okay, I'll donate 2
Okay.
if you want, so you get an extra. Because I'll be there and I'll be like trying to give you guidance, like quick, get behind there, like you know, get out of the way, your tail's showing you dick.
Yeah.
And another 1 pass, 1 fail.
Sorry about
That's
that.
enough.
Well,
then,
that's
isn't it?
enough.
2
That
passes.
takes you up to the 2 passes you needed. So, just as the kids look round, you can feel like Misty's paw grabs you and just yanks you into the corner.
Whaps me on the head to make my head go down.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, Misty's like literally got 1 paw on your head to keep you.
Just holding you down.
And then takes a brief look with cross ears on, as the ears slide right back. You stick your head above, you have a look, the kids are not looking again, and you follow, and you take your paw off Pywakit, who then follows along behind as well.
I'll just like flick my tail in an annoyed fashion.
My tail's prettier than yours.
I've just realised we have a historic moment, and we just slid past it.
Oh,
And a historic moment in which one of Jenny's characters
true.
not only passed the stealth roll, but smashed it.
Oh my god! I smashed it, and I helped someone else pass the stealth roll.
Yes. Your infamous inability to make stealth rolls in every game you've ever played, that has finally broken.
Finally. Now it'll never, ever happen again.
The good news is you can make stealth rolls and pass them. The bad news is it's only ever in cat.
yeah, only in cat, never anything else.
Eventually, the children reach the end of the neighbourhood marked by the big path where the metal boxes run.
Mm-hmm.
The road has 2 main lanes of traffic, one northbound and one southbound. The metal boxes, or cars, have a tendency to come down the road at a very high speed, well above the speed limit. But there is a traffic island in the middle, and that's where the children cross, making it easier for them to cross, and therefore any cat that follows them. You'll see them do it, so you're able to. Crossing the road, however, if you're not actually stuffed inside one of the kids' backpacks, is still going to require a test. So
Please tell me that you're eating the kids' sandwiches.
Or just eating the meat out the middle.
Yeah, just like they had tuna in them.
Fuck no, yeah.
okay, so Ben Winston Furchill is safely on the other side.
Yay.
However, for the rest of you, this is going to be a dangerous test. So if you fail...
So, Brian, I was going to try and cast my spell to get the child to pick me up and carry me.
Okay.
And I also remember that I taught Misty and Winston the same spell.
Right, so you're going to break cover, at which point your children see you and start to panic and flap a bit because you're getting close to the big, dangerous road. So, give me a tail test then. Let's see if you can pass.
I'm going to use the 3 style points I have saved so that I've got
Right.
8d6.
Okay. It only costs you 1 magic point to cast this spell now because you've done it once before.
Okay.
Okay, that's a fail. That's a pass. Fail. Okay.
I got 1, 2, 3 passes.
Oh, sorry, no, I've counted 2 passes as fails. Yeah, you got 3 passes. So, so as you do it, the child picks you up. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be coming over by the road. Stay with me. If you come over, mind, you've got to stay close to me.
I've
I'll
stood
pan and rub my face on her face
Right.
and cuddle in.
Okay. So you cuddle in. The other kids are like, oh, Pywakit's coming with us. What happens if we lose Pywakit across the road? One of the other kids say, cats know how to get home. And if they don't come home after a couple of hours, you put their cat litter outside, and then they can smell their own poops, and they come home.
I have my head looking over my child's shoulder at the child talking about putting my cat litter outside, with an expression of utter disdain on my face.
Oh, I am staying hidden. I am not sure about tail magic. Isn't exactly my strong suit, so I am going to try and get across the road on my own.
Okay, so
even though I'm scared.
Yeah, the other two cats are now safely across the road, carried across the road by their children, whether knowingly or unknowingly. You creep out once the kids are across and dash across the road before you lose track of them. So crossing the road is not actually that difficult a task, but it is dangerous. Okay. So if you do fail, you will take scars because you will be hit by a car.
I get splattered. No. Okay.
So it's going to be a legs test.
Okay. Can I use... Let's have a look. I should be able to use alert to make sure I'm crossing when one of those big metal noisy boxes on.
I would agree, yes, I'll allow that.
Yeah, okay. Could I also use 2 style points just to add a couple extra?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 4 for legs, 2 for alert, and 2 for... Right.
So you got 8 dice.
8.
Let's see how many passes you can get.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Fail, pass. There's 3.
Yes.
Fail. Okay, so as you attempt to get across the road, you see there's a gap in the traffic. You've heard humans use that term. So you dash across, bounding across the road in a gap in the traffic, and manage to make it safely to the other side, just in time to see the kids disappearing down this steep embankment, like scrambling down the steep wooded embankment.
I'll go running so that I can get them back in proper eyesight.
I'm gonna call Jenny's cat name so that she's got something to follow.
Okay.
Okay, so you're like going...
Yeah.
I'll be like, aha.
Yeah.
Okay, I shall follow.
Okay.
I will still try and be a little bit sneaky, of course, but I'll be following.
Yeah. Okay, so you're now following behind as the other, as the children kind of don't disappear. You're close enough; you can just about keep them in the sight. Okay. When you start to become aware of something, you are not alone.
No. Oh no!
I'm just going to pop this out.
Is it just me who's becoming aware of this, or everyone?
It's just you because you're isolated. Shit. You're behind everybody else.
Shit.
So I'm just going to drag you out. I should move. I'll move you all onto the new page. And I will.
Jenny's in danger. I'm munching on sandwiches.
So let me see. Where is? That's no, that's Pywakit. That's Winston. That's Misty there. Right, you are. Doing. Right, you are. So you should be able to see now.
Yeah, chunky tea.
Yes. So as you're creeping along behind, the kids have gone like off. They've jumped over this, scrambled over this fallen tree, really, in order to continue on their way through the woods to wherever it is they're going. But as you try to keep up, just as they've disappeared off this battle map, you see 2 cats ahead of you from the local glaring.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
They're crawling out of from cover, hissing at you, heckles raised.
I'm going to hiss back at them. I'm like, and I'll floof myself up to make myself extra big.
Right, the smallest one, the battle-scarred tomcat, Ginger Tom, kind of paces backwards and forwards and says, "Hiss at us, would you? On our own territory. And what do you think you're doing in our lands?"
Tell them you're doing their job and clearing it of Boggins.
Yeah, actually, I will. I'll say there's Boggins coming across the... What's it called again? The big path with the metal boxes, and it's your fault. We're coming over here to clear up your mess.
Dares to tell us that there are Boggins on our side? You deal with your own side. We'll deal with any Boggins here. We don't need some intruders with some fanciful tale. You seem to think that we can't keep the Boggins under control.
You obviously can't keep the Boggins under control because they're coming over to our territory.
You need to learn some respect with your big fluffy face and your poofy tail.
I look fabulous, unlike you. And I like flick my tail at him, like, in an annoyed fashion.
You can see
Can I
his
start?
his ears have now gone back completely, and he's kind of glaring at you as he stalks forward. Can you start what, sorry?
Can I start calling Winston and Marie using their kitty names?
I'm stuck in a bag.
I'm going to be like,
You're bagging his and all the kids sandwiches.
what's Marie's kitty name?
I'm Yowl.
Okay, so I'll start going meow.
Yeah.
Right, the larger of the two cats goes, "It seems to be calling for its friends. We noticed the children had a friend. I think we should settle this like cats, don't you, boss?" And the tiny little tomcat, Ginger Tom, looks and says, "Yes, like cats, shall we? We fight. We fight, and you gain the right to pass through our territory only if you could beat me."
I'd be like, so be it. This should be an easy fight.
"I think you'll find it harder than you think."
I'm going to, when I've heard the howling, I'm going to see if I can get away from the child, see if the child will put me down.
Okay. We're going to... Yes, I think we'll give that a try. Give me a... It's probably going to be a legs test, but the child is really, really concerned about you getting away. So it's going to be hard.
Yeah. Winston's in a bag. Oh, God.
I'm rolling my 4d6, yeah?
Right, you are. So you're going to need 3 passes from this.
Anyway, I'll be fine if you don't make it.
I got 3 passes.
You did get
nice.
3 passes, so you are going to make it.
Yay!
So it'll take a combat round or so, but you're squirreling to get away, and the kid's like, no, you've got to stay. It's dangerous here. Meanwhile, over where Misty's getting the shit kicked out of her.
Thanks, I haven't even started yet.
Well, we don't know. You could very easily win. Remember, I'll just pop up the thing about cat combat.
3 times the size of this ginger git. I'll just fucking sit on him.
I'm going to guess that this is based on Baal.
Kinda, yeah. So, fighting other cats. Cats do not fight to kill one another, just to prove who's the better fighter and who's the boss. Cats only fight, therefore, for one combat round, one quick scuffle to prove dominance. Both players roll either their fangs or claws, cat's choice. Compare the number of evens, and both cats take a number of scars equal to the other cat's evens.
Okay.
Whoever inflicts the most scars on the other is the winner.
Okay.
So
Well, I will want to use my claws.
you're going to want to use your claws, and the enemy cat is going to use claws as well.
Can I use my defender ability to also count as defending myself?
No, unfortunately not. That's for interceding on behalf of other people, other things, really.
I will. I've got 2 style left, so I'm going to add those on.
Actually, no, you're not going to be able to. You would be if you were going to use a dodge technique to avoid being attacked, to avoid being injured, right? The problem is, in a cat-on-cat duel, a dodge is automatically considered losing the fight.
Right, yeah, and I don't want to. Fuck that, right? My ego needs this.
So if you were fighting a boggin or a dog or something like that, you could use your defense to dodge, and that round you wouldn't make any inflict any damage, but you probably wouldn't suffer any either. But yeah, you're not going to risk it here because it would mean automatically throwing the fight, essentially. So the enemy cat's going to use its claws, which is 5, and it's also going to use its scrapper reputation of 2.
Right. Well, I'm going to use my 2 points that I've got left of style.
Right.
To add on. So I've got 6.
And it's
dice.
And it's got 7.
Okay.
So /roll 7d6. Okay, let's see who scores the most successes.
I got 5.
You got 5 successes? I got a fail, a fail, a fail, a fail, a fail, a fail, and a pass.
Yes, I've kicked the shit out of this git.
Yep. So you inflict a number of scars on. Well, you both inflict scars on each other. And I just need to refresh my memory about what I've just said, because it works differently when you're fighting cats. Both players roll either their fangs or claws. Compare the number of evens. Both cats take a number of scars equal to the other cat's evens. So you take 1 scar.
And he takes 5.
And he takes 5. So, do you want to narrate the fight? Basically, you have inflicted 5 scars. Right. Remember, it takes 3 scars to injure a attribute, one of the enemy's attributes. So you've injured an attribute and bruised an attribute as well.
Okay. Well, I'll just be like, right, and I'll just sort of let out this big hiss, and I'll go running at him and just completely, with both of my front legs, batter the ever-loving shit out of his face and his shoulders, like in like quick succession. I'd like that.
Right. Okay.
He'll manage to get a bit of a claw in on me, but not much.
Okay. So he manages, as you rush in, he kind of tumbles backwards and gouges down your stomach with with his back claws, trying to rake at your stomach. So you're going to take your scar to, I don't know, which trait do you think would be most appropriate there?
It would be a coat, wouldn't it?
Coat, yeah, make it your coat.
Right.
Whereas in retaliation, you like whack him around the side of the head with 1 paw, and as his head's ricocheting around, it meets the other paw coming the other way. And you know how when cats just do that rapid baton thing, it's on.
Yeah.
You're doing that, but with both paws at once. And she's like clattering him around the ears till he's stunned and staggering backwards. And then he kind of slinks off into the distance.
And I'll keep hissing at him with my ears flat. And I'm all poofed up.
The other cat's looking shocked at this turn of events. It was, next time, you get a free pass here for 1 day. But next time we catch you on our territory, we'll get one of our better fighters. And the other cat goes, I am one of our better fighters.
You should suggest to them that they come and see where the children play, because that's where the boggin is.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I'll say to them, I'll be like, well, if he's supposed to be one of your better fighters, I don't think I'll have much trouble if I want to come over here whenever I want. And then I'll say, and by the way, you might want to check where all the children go to play around here, because there's like millions and billions and zillions of boggin, and I'll just sort of slink off.
Okay, so you're trying to convince them to come with you, but in a very aggressive way.
Yes,
So-
and a bit, I'm pissed off.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a difficult call, this one. So you're going to need 3 passes using your coat, which of course was what got damaged in the.
Yeah,
thing.
so I just
However,
put it down by 1, don't I, into
no,
current.
no, you don't. You
Oh.
you keep the current the same, but in brackets you put 1 scar.
Right.
Right. It takes 3 scars to reduce an attribute 1 step.
Ah, yes, he said. Yeah. Which attribute of him did I reduce?
Yeah. Well, you were hitting him around the head, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
So it will have
Face,
been
maybe.
yes, face, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us a roll and let's see if these cats do decide to join you, even though you've pissed them off.
So I'm rolling coat, yeah?
Yeah,
I suppose the cuteness won't help because that's just for humans. Damn
that's
it.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
5d6.
You're going to need 3 passes, otherwise they're too huffy.
Ooh, I got 3 passes.
You did get 3 passes,
Hooray!
so they are going to come with you. So
I'll be like, have my nose in the air.
yeah,
And I'll
so
be like,
so Pywakit, you've managed to jump free of the panicked little child who's like running along behind you, and you've come bounding back to see where Misty is. And as you arrive, you see Misty wandering up towards you, looking proud as punch, with 2 other feral cats following her.
I'll be like, I got us a pass for the day because these ones aren't exactly very good at fighting. And I'll just keep going.
Okay.
I'm gonna say in a condescending cat voice, we should be kinder to them. They don't have lovely humans to feed them. They have to hunt for mice.
Ew.
Yeah. They have to eat carrion, and they don't have litter boxes.
And I'll make like gagging cat, like, what?
Litter boxes. Litter boxes. How soft. Look at the size of the. You just dig a hole in the ground and poop in the hole. Litter box.
How uncouth.
And I'm going to need my human to cuddle me. I think I'm traumatized.
I'll say I'll go. I thought I might have needed help, but that was wrong call, wasn't it? And I'll say go back to your human. They'll be scared.
So you go running back to the child, who's massively relieved that they haven't lost their cat in the middle of the woods, and is very surprised that one of the other kids' cats, Misty, is. Oh look, Misty's here as well. That's funny.
Looking very proud of myself.
You don't normally see Misty and Winston separate. I wonder where Winston isn't. Winston!
He's just seeing this bag wriggling around. This kid not wondering why his bag is like 3 times heavier than it should be.
What are you trying to say?
Eventually, the children appear to get where they were going. Once past the ferals, you find. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. Oh, dear me. You follow the children through the woods to a little way to where you find a small stream and a rope swing. A fallen log crosses a stream, and nearby is a set of stepping stones. The grass around the area has been trampled in several places.
Okay.
As you get there, you see another child, one that's not from your neighbourhood. It's the one you saw in the dream. It's Robin. And you can still see he's covered in boggin eggs. And behind him is the boggin you saw in the dream. It's like staring, terrified, because there's now 5 cats approaching.
As soon as I see this boggin, I am
4
going to
cats,
start. hissing, and I'll say to these two idiots following me, "Look, there's one of them." And I'll be like,
Could have got that
at this
anyway.
buggy.
Right. Robin starts to cry because he thinks you're hissing at him. And
Oh, I feel bad.
your human's like, bad kitty. Robin is our friend, bad kitty.
No. I'll stop hissing for now, but I'm going to be glaring at the boggin.
The two feral cats from the local glaring are pissing themselves laughing. Yeah, that's right. Bad kitty.
Can I whack them with my tail?
Yes, you can. Right.
Yeah, right in the face. Right, okay.
I'll let them settle for a few minutes and I will distract them. And you can take the two idiots and help them clean up their mess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
How are we going to get this boggin without frightening the children, though?
I will distract them.
Okay. How are you going to distract the children?
I'm going to do the dance I did in the dream.
To be fair, I could probably distract him just by me.
Yeah, to be fair, Winston could just appear from that bag and that'll distract them all.
You just start like yowling and meowing and pawing to get out the bag and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you start to do the dance from the dream, remembering that you've only imprinted that on one human so far.
Yeah.
Winston starts like struggling to get out the bag, and like the child's like, "What's happened? What's in my bag?" He unzips it, and Winston like tumbles.
Just my face covered with tuna and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
It's
a bit
Winston.
of a slice of bread on top of his head, like.
all of our kitties are here. You can see the boggin starting to stalk around. It knows that like it's in trouble now.
Yes. I want to try and, whilst they're distracted, looking at them, can I start kind of going directly for the boggin?
You can do, I suppose. Yeah.
How? I mean, I'm not entirely sure how fighting the boggin would work necessarily.
Okay, so let's.
And what it would look like to the kids, because I don't want to literally attack this kid.
Well, quite. You would need to get it when the boggin's a bit further away from the kid, ideally. Otherwise, it might look like that. But fighting a boggin, when fighting dogs, rats, or boggins, the system is a little different. When fighting a boggin, your cat is fighting for his life. You use the same system as above, with each throw of the dice representing one round of fighting. So you just kind of keep going until one side's pulling out of the fight. At the end of each round, each combatant takes a number of scars equal to the number of evens the opponent rolled. At the end of each round, check your scars and make any adjustments to your attributes that have resulted from the injuries. Dodging. During a fight, your cat may try to dodge instead of scoring a hit on its opponent. Note that if you dodge in a fight with other cats, you inflict no scars at all, and you're automatically considered to be the loser of the fight. To dodge, roll your legs instead of rolling your claws or fangs. This way, your cat tries to dodge the hits rather than deliver one of their own. You may also dodge a boggin's hits in the same way. Remember, you deliver no hits to an opponent whilst dodging.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I want to maybe start like slowly moving towards the boggin to try and push it away, like further away from where the kids are.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and get these two to help.
Okay.
The two feral cats.
So the kids are kind of playing together at the moment. The boggin's sort of backing away from the feral cats and you. So I'm going to take you over to. That's not quite right. Well, it's a section of the area, but it doesn't show the river and the thing.
No.
So
I hope bloody Winston and what's Marie's cat called again?
Pywakit.
Pywakit, that's it. Are going to be able to come and help. once they're done
Well,
distracting.
I have one of my abilities is the swift actor. So I'm thinking when you start combat or anything like that, I'll join in then, and hopefully that'll allow me to arrive faster.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, floofy.
So floofy.
Okay, so you three have all got the are all starting to stalk around the boggin.
I think, would it look like we're stalking some kind of insect or animal that
Yes.
the kids can't even see?
Yeah. So for the
They're like,
first
what the daft
the
kid's
first
doing?
round, the kids are just going to be watching because they can't see you fighting anything, so they're just thinking you're playing with insects or something like that. Every round after that, well, there's a risk that, especially if they start to see injuries appearing.
Yeah.
If it's like, why are the cats actually becoming injured? That's a bit freaky. Okay, so
Yes.
you're starting to surround the boggin. So we're going to need to open a. There we go.
Return order.
Return order. Yes.
First full-on battle.
For some reason, it's actually added 4 copies of my little thingy here, and I don't know why. So let me just delete a couple of these. Except I don't seem to be able to.
Would we know how each boggin is created? Because I know they come off negative emotions, but this you said was a ghost.
Yeah.
Do we know what situation would cause a ghost to appear? A ghost
tragedy, usually.
And if this is a woman, it's probably like his mum's died or something.
Yes, that you would imagine that's exactly what it's likely to be.
Okay. That's quite sad.
Remove all.
Oh, poor kids. Oh.
Okay, let me just try this again.
And we'll have to deal with the boggin eggs.
There we go.
Later
so
when that
one
kid's
this time. That's better. Okay, so if you could all, well, first of all, actually, I will pop Pywakit in there. I will pop Misty in there. I will pop Furchill in there as well. That didn't go in for some reason. There we go, and I will add the boggin.
I'm guessing this goes off legs, does it?
It does, yes. So, what are Pywakit's legs? Marie.
Sorry, my mouse was playing off a little bit. Legs are, I think they're 4.
4.
There you go.
Okay. And Misty, what's Misty's legs?
4.
4, okay. Bosh. And Winston, what's your legs?
4, but I also have the swift actor.
So that's 6 then, yeah.
Oh, I only have it as...
Oh, I've assumed it was 2, sorry. Swift actor what?
Like, it's got 1.
1.
Instead of 2 or 3.
Sorry,
yeah.
Yes, sorry. Right, you are. So Swift actor 1. And Boggin, let's just have a look at which the...
Would I get anything for in regards to initiative because of my defender ability, or would that be with regards to actually hurting the boggin?
Your defender ability would be if you decide to dodge this round. You can use your defender ability, or if you're trying to keep the creature from attacking somebody else, you could use.
Right. Yeah. Or like if something was going for the kid or something.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Aye. Okay.
Okay. So let's have a go now. We're going.
How big is this boggin?
It's quite sizable. It's about the size of an adult human. It looks,
really?
Yeah, it looks like a woman that you can see through as well.
Yeah.
There are certain similarities between the ghost and Robin.
Jesus. I was expecting these things to be like cat size, but if they're a human size, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, so
we could weave in between its ghost legs, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, so Winston Furchill, you to go first.
Oh, look at the little thing.
I have been summoned.
Look at it, it's so cute.
Isn't it? It's a new API script I've discovered.
Ah.
And that will move with whoever's turn it is. So every time it goes to somebody's turn, that will highlight them, so you'll immediately be able
cool.
to see who's does to go.
That's really cool.
So I'm gonna hit him with my claws, but I'm also gonna use the sharp claw as well. Give us
Right.
a +2. Well, 2 bonus.
Okay, so remember you can only use that once in the scene. So this round you'll get the 2 extra dice. In future rounds you won't. And the
That's
boggin.
fine.
So it's Robin's ghost. And
1, 2, 3, 4 success.
pop it out.
Ooh.
You got 4 successes with your claws, and the boggin. This is a quite weak boggin actually. Best use. Fucking hell, that really is a piss poor. Okay, I think I'm going to use a boggin point as well. Because I don't think this boggin's going to last long in this fight.
No wonder it was trying to run away.
Aye. Okay, so let me just roll for the boggin with its astronomical 2 days.
Oh my god. Hey, it got a pass.
It got a pass, yes. So, way. So that's 1 scar to Winston. It will aim for your. It's trying to defend itself, so it's aiming for your claws. So take a scar to your claws. And how many hits did you do on it? 3.
4.
4. Shit, right. Okay, so what would you like to place your attack against? Claws, face,
How do the
fangs.
body parts work for humans?
Well, for this particular boggin, it's claws, face, fangs, legs, thumbs.
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 What did it attack me with? It's claws, I
It
guess.
claws this time.
Yeah, I'll hit its claws.
Shit, you've crippled its claws.
Good.
Oh my god.
And where
So
would
it
you?
can't attack us.
It can't attack with its claws. Where would you like to put the extra scar?
Leg.
Its
We
leg.
can't run away.
Right.
Well, that's the idea.
1 scar. All right. Yeah. Okay, so what's happened is you've rushed in to attack it. It's tried to defend you. It's got a blow in, but you've smashed its senseless. Because although this is a ghost, and would be, if humans could see it, it wouldn't have any physical properties to them. You're not humans.
Yeah.
You're cats. You can attack ghosts as if they did have physical properties. So you've broken the hand with the claws on. Essentially, you've just like broken it.
Hell yeah.
You've ripped it. Were you using your claws? Did you say or your
I was
fangs?
using my claws, yeah.
Using your claws. So you've just shredded the hand, as you know, like my cat does to me every time I stroke her tummy for too long. Right?
I'll be like, I'll turn to Winston. I'll be like, what was in that fishy fish bread thing you ate?
And Misty to go next.
Okay, I'm gonna run at the boggin and attack with my claws as well. I will go for its face, I guess.
Okay, you're going to go for its face. It's going to attempt to strangle you, so it's going to use its thumbs.
Little fuck. Oh, I only got 1 pass.
You
No.
only got 1 pass. It's going to get 1 on you as well. So it's going to do 1 point of 1 scar to your. Let's see now. It's trying to strangle you, so I'm going to say face. So
Okay.
1 scar to your face, and you went for its face as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So 1 scar. So you rush in and jump at its face, you slash it across the face, and it grabs you round the neck and starts shaking.
So the kids, do the kids just see this cat like hovering midair?
Well, it's happening very quickly. The kids are like, "What's happening? What's going on? Oh, the kitties are playing."
Do you know, it probably just looks like I've leapt up into the air trying to get a fly or something, and I'm
does.
like, just hovered there a bit long.
Yes. So next up is Pywakit. What would Pywakit like to do?
I'm just thinking. No, I think I'm just gonna attack as well.
Right, you are.
I don't think I've got any magic I can use against a boggin, so yeah, I'll just attack as well.
Right,
Get
you
my
are.
character sheet out. Sorry, I had to close it to see what was going on.
I love how it shows the little, like the character tokens and everything on the in the
It's
In the
chat.
really
chat,
cool, yeah.
yeah.
Right, so I only get sort of like I can only like attack with my claws or with my
Fangs. Yeah.
fangs. I'm going to attack with my.
Bite it on the arse.
I'm going to attack with my fangs because I get 4d6 for my fangs and only 3d6 with my claws.
Shit. Right. Okay.
So I'm going to try and bite it.
Okay.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm going to get quite, hunkered down,
Yeah.
ears right back, and show it my fangs to warn it before I try to bite.
Right, you are. So you lunge
Oh,
forward.
Christ, 4 passes.
4 passes.
Oh my god.
The Boggins got 2 against you, though. So you take 2 scars to your. Let's see. What's it trying to do to you this time? I'm just going to bring up. 4. Let's have a look now. Yeah, okay, it'll go for your face. So it's done 2 scars to your face.
Can I just ask, how do you mark that on?
So in your attributes, you've got a current box. Find
Yep.
face, leave the number that's already in there, but next to the number put brackets, scars 2, or 2 scars. Right. If you get another scar in there, what will happen is you will take the scars out and the attribute will go down by 1.
From the current, but not the max.
From the
Yeah.
current, but not from the max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and where would you like to deliver your injuries to the boggin?
Oh, I'm going to aim. So I'm going to aim as high up as I can, but probably that won't be very high on a human size thing. So round about, say the abdominal type area.
Right, so your options are claws, face, fangs, legs, thumbs.
Legs.
Legs. So that would take it up to 5 scars, which would injure and come close to crippling the legs. So the boggin can't stand for that. So it's going to burn a boggin point to cancel all the damage it would have taken this round. However, that's its second boggin point spent, and it's a young boggin. It only had 2, so it's got no boggin points left to spend. And it is the boggin to attack. So the boggin is going to. Which of you looks the most damaged at this point?
Well, I've got 1 scar from earlier on my coat and 1 scar on my face off it.
I've got 1 scar on my claws.
I've got 2 scars on my face.
Okay, well you did quite a lot of damage as well, so it's going to try and finish you off. It's going to try and beat you up in the face, is what it's going to do. So it's going to use its thumbs to do that. Slash. And fuck, if I just do that. And bosh. Okay, so it's done another scar to your
Can I
face.
attempt to dodge?
Yes, you can attempt to dodge. Yeah.
So it's my legs, and my legs, which is 4.
Yeah.
So
It means you won't do any damage on this pass, but
yes.
that won't matter to you, I don't think, because the boggin's in a bad way already. Probably won't be around for next round.
Yeah.
It's 2
I got
passes, so
2.
you would cancel its attacks. It's missed you. As it's flailing at your face, you're just ducking and weaving and jumping back and hissing and wagging your tail at it to distract it. And it's the next round, and it is Winston again.
Okay, I'm going to use my fangs.
Right.
And I'm actually going to use both style points as well.
Oh shit! Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Boggins missed you entirely this round. Whereas you, on the other hand, have hit it once.
Wow. 1.
Wow.
So where would you like to put the scar?
Legs.
Legs? So
in
that
the legs.
so that's gone from 1 scar to the leg to 2 scars.
Bite
to the
him right
leg.
on the bone.
Right.
I've just realised that Ben's changed his avatar picture and it looks just like a teacher I used to have at secondary school.
Okay, next up we have Misty to go.
Okay, I will go for slashing this thing. Can I try and get its thumbs?
Yes, you can.
Break
Okay.
his thumb.
Okay.
Okay, that's a
Two.
2 damage. Yeah, and it does 1 hit on you.
One.
So you take 1 scar to your, let's say, face,
Oh, okay.
and you've inflicted 2 scars on it. Where do you want to do it? Did you say thumbs?
Thumbs, yeah.
2 scars. So the Boggins in a bad way, but it's still in the fight. Meanwhile, the kids are all kind of watching what the cats are doing, utterly bemused, but they still think you're playing with insects at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
So they're kind of laughing and giggling along. All except Robin, who looks a little bit sad and confused.
Oh, I feel really bad. I'll have to go over and be nice to him later.
What are these two fiddles doing then?
I know they just fucked off, didn't they?
Yeah, they're just watching. Actually, they're not. You take a closer look at them and you notice that they're picking the boggin eggs off around the area and destroying them.
Okay. Right.
You can see there's a couple of boggin eggs on the child that are close to hatching as well. So they've kind of snuck up behind him and like grabbed one of the almost hatched eggs and wrenched it away and they're stomping it into the ground.
Okay, that's good. That's fair enough.
So Pywakit, what would you like to do while the ferals are dealing with the eggs?
I'll attack again with my fangs.
Okie dokie, go for it.
Two passes.
Okay, 2 passes on that one, and oh right, so you lunge in to attack the boggin, and the boggin smacks you in the mouth. Whack! So you take 2 more scars to your face.
Oh no!
So that would be 4 scars to my face. So I basically drop 1.
You drop your face by 1 point in the current, and you've still got 1 scar unaccounted for. So it's you leave like brackets 1 scar.
1 scar.
Yeah. I'll do my 2 damage to the legs.
You're going to do your 2 damage to their legs, so that leaves 1 damage there, and you've reduced the legs to 1. So they're injured. What's your face down to?
3.
Bloody hell, so they're going to have to do a lot to
Oh,
to
poor
beat you this way.
Pywakit.
Okay, so the boggin is going to have a go at Pywakit.
Oh my god!
Which
Pywakit's going to taunt it and say, we will kill you. We will kill you and all the foul eggs you shed. You'll bother this child no more.
it snarls at you and smacks you in the face for 1 scar.
Can I use Defender to get in the way to stop it from doing that?
Yeah, you can roll 2 dice on the defender.
Okay, I have 3 in Defender.
You can use your 3 dice in defender. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you pass with a 1, you take the damage instead. If you pass with a 2 or better, nobody takes any damage.
2 passes.
2 passes. So you kind of dash in and distract it just as it's about to smack Pywakit in the face, and it distracts it long enough that you manage to avoid.
Yeah, like I'll run in hissing and I'll like weave really quickly between its legs so it's like shit and like you know.
Okay, and it's now you to go. Oh no, it's not. It's Winston. It's Winston.
Winston, yeah.
It's your boy Winston Furchill. Okay, I'm gonna bite him.
Okay, go for it. So that's
Tasty Boggins.
one hit.
One pass, yeah.
Legs again.
And
biting him in his ankles.
you take one hit to your... Which is the most injured part of you at the moment?
My claws.
You take another damage to the claws, and you did one to the legs, did you say?
Yes, I'm gonna keep biting him in his ankles.
Okay, so that's the legs are now injured. Down to
Good.
one. So yeah, you're slowly whittling this boggin away. Misty, you to go next.
All right, seeing the others are concentrating on the legs, I will do the same then.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So that's, Ooh, 4 passes.
4 passes, bugger. Right, okay. So the boggin has done 1 injury to you.
Oh, the fucker.
It'll go for which is the most injured part of you at the moment?
Face with 2 scars.
Okay, you've got 3 now, which means your scars on the face will now reduce your face by 1.
Meh.
And you hit it for 3, did you say? 4.
4.
And where did you hit it?
In the legs.
Ah, shite. Right, okay. So you have crippled the legs.
Hey!
Right.
Fuck you, bugging bastard.
So that's two crippled stats it now has. 1 more would destroy it.
The thumbs are damaged next, aren't they?
Yeah.
Me and Pywakit have got these like badass scars across our faces, like you know, down across the eyes, like.
And it's Pywakit to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it with my fangs again. So I've got 2
Cheers.
passes. You said we've crippled the legs?
Yes, you have.
Right, so in that case the next thing to go for would be the thumbs.
Okay, so thumbs, and you've just done another 2 to it. Shit, you've killed it.
Hey!
Right. You rip one of the thumbs clean off the ghost, and it just dissipates. Just drifts apart. As it does, though, it did manage to land 1 hit on you, so you take 1 scar to your face.
Oh my god. Is there any chance that I could have defended that?
I don't think so.
No, you would have. I think if you had, I think it would have cancelled her damage as well.
Ah, right, yeah, that's true. Okay.
Well, the boggin has now been destroyed. The
Yeah.
kids are all like sat watching what the cats are doing, and one of them's like, do you think they're fighting because they're hissing a lot? And Daddy says when they hiss, they are angry. So I think they might be fighting. Like, no, they're not fighting. They're friends. That kitty and that kitty are brother and sister. Well,
Yeah, I'll go and try and like I'll catch a bug or a fly or something,
Right.
and I'll like keep it in my mouth and take it over and like sort of start eating it in front of them, just so that they think that it was flies.
it's eating a fly. Oh,
I'll like
that's okay.
nom, crunch, crunch.
That's okay.
nom.
Daddy says they're sky raisins.
Yes, sky raisins.
Out of the blue for no apparent reason, Robin bursts into tears.
Aww.
All the others are like, "Oh, what's happening? What's upset, Rob? Why are you crying, Robin?" I don't know. I suddenly, I remembered my mum. I got really sad. All of a sudden, it was like she died all over again.
So the cats are all going to go and pile onto the crying
Yeah, I'll go over and start purring and rubbing my head on him and stuff.
Okay. Eventually, because he's been like mobbed by cats, as he cannot help, but even the ferals are getting in on the act.
Oh, we're all being super cute and Oh, can I use my cuteness to make him a bit happier?
Yeah, you should be able to. You can
I've
give
got-
it. You give it a go. It's going to be an easy task for you, using
Okay.
your cuteness
Okay.
on your coat. So it's coat plus your cuteness reputation.
Okay. So that's 7.
7 days. You've only got to pass once.
Yeah, I've got
1, 2, 3.
2, 3.
So you
Yay,
get
I get 2 things.
2 points in your style.
I'll roll over and do the tummy thing, and I'll put my paws up, and I'll be and I'll make little broopy noises. And if he reaches it, won't out to my tummy. It won't be a trap this time, and he can actually stroke my tummy.
Okay, so you strokes your tummy, and before long he's laughing and giggling again, and the rest of the Saturday passes with the kids and the cats all playing together. Even the feral cats are kind of getting in on the act, and at the end of which they say that's your day up. Next time you come into our territory, ask first.
Okay. How do we ask first?
Well, don't sneak in. Call for us and then ask.
Okay. What should we call?
Let me just have a look. I think it's Scar is the feral cat's name.
Okay.
Name one's Tiger.
Tiger. So we've got to call Tiger.
Yeah,
Tigger.
Tigger. Fair enough. We'll go with Tigger.
Have we ever almost made friends with him?
Yeah, I mean you can try and make closer friends with them now that you've fought a
Cleaned
Boggin.
up their mess.
Cleaned up their mess.
I mean, have either of you two got anything that might help with that?
I
Ability?
have. I've got charismatic
Ah,
2 and stern for 2.
mm.
I don't have anything.
What-
I don't have anything really.
Charismatic
And-
would work.
Right. So what do I do then? Just roll.
So
2D.
you would be. This is a cat-on-cat interaction. So you use your coat, but you would then add the however many dice you have in your charismatic reputation.
Oh, that's right. So that's 5. That's 3 for my coat and 2 for that. So that's 5.
5, yeah.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3
Three
passes. Oh, 3 was what you were going to need. So you've actually managed to. You can change, or you can add onto your character sheet that you've made friends with the. It's now going to be called a clowther. The
Hey.
feral clowther from across the big path with the metal boxes.
So after getting their asses kicked, then being helped with the Boggins, and then Pywakit flirting with them,
Yeah.
they're
Ooh, do you like my coat? I do like your coat.
Well, the thing I've got 3 points in is witch.
Yes. Yep. So once per scene, you can use your 3-point reputation to cast a trick or to ask me something about magic. Because dogs have magic as well. Dog magic is an entirely different set of tricks to cat magic. And
I
there's
bet you
also
puppy eyes is a spell.
yes. There's
I'm gonna
also even
see-
boggin magic for the more powerful boggins.
Oh, okay, oh, shit.
Hey,
Can
Brian.
we... Oh, go on.
No, you go first, Jenny.
Oh, I was just going to ask if the feral cats could show us where this little boy lives in case there's any more boggin hanging around or any more eggs around his house or something.
Sure, yes.
Obviously, we don't want to wander too far, though, from the kids.
It's quite a distance from here. Your
Right.
children might get upset. You could come back at night if your people let you out.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah?
I feel like I'm a house cat. It's nice and warm and cozy. You know, I have food. outside. It's cold, wet.
Clearly, you're not a house cat because you're out here.
Yeah, but these are dire situations.
Well, it could still be dire.
Yeah, it was really dire. You in that bag eating those sandwiches.
He's still got a
A
bit of
cat's
bread
got to do
stuck
what a
to his
cat's
head.
got to do to survive.
I'll wander over and smack him round the head to get the bit of bread off him.
Okay, so what's the plan then? Are you going to try and sneak off now and go to the house, or are you going to come back at night, or
I
what?
think we stay with the kids for now and be good kitties
Yeah,
so that they
'cause-
trust us if we
Yeah.
ever need them to let us,
Over here again?
take
Yeah.
us across
They'll
again.
get worried if we
And then,
just
yeah.
piss off.
We'll go back with them, like we'll try and just jump in their arms or something so they can carry us across maybe.
Yeah.
And then like we can maybe try and go back on the night unless anybody has another idea.
No, I think going back at night and having the feral shows where they live, just
Yeah.
in case there's some kind of boggin factory.
Be safe to get across the road as well at night.
It will.
Does this boy have his own cat, the one who lost his mum?
No.
Oh, no wonder he's sad. We will be his stand-in kitties.
Okay, so you play with the kids for a little bit, more till they go home. That evening, you creep out through the cat flaps, the various cat flaps, and creep over to the big path where the metal boxes run, and once again attempt to make it across.
Should
This
be quiet.
time, it's much quieter. It's still. I can't make it any easier a test because it was already easy, so you only needed one success. So what I'll do instead is everybody will get advantage dice, which
Okay.
is just an extra dice I've given you for this particular roll. So it's a legs roll plus one additional dice. You only need one pass to get across unscathed.
Can I use my alert ability to help?
Yes, you can.
Would it just help me or would it help everybody else?
Yeah, that's a good point. You may roll your alert ability separate from everything else,
Okay.
and those will apply to all three cats.
Right, I'll roll.
I've got 3 passes.
You've got 3 passes, so
I got
you're across safely
2.
anyway. You've got 2, you're across safely anyway.
I failed on alert anyway, but I'll
Right.
roll my. Yeah. It's 5d6, I think, isn't it? Because I get an extra one.
Yeah.
Oh, I got two passes.
2 passes is enough, so you get across. So you all dash across the road and back into the woods, where the feral cats are waiting for you, because obviously you'd arranged this earlier. You are no longer enemies. So the ferals will take you all the way to the height.
Don't forget to add any extra passes in the style, because it was only one we needed, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
And
Indeed.
I got 3, so I've got 2.
Nice.
Style back. Yay!
Yay.
So let me just grab. Just move that one out. Grab these 2.
I'm gonna have a bit of trouble trying to get into his house if he doesn't have his own cat, like he doesn't have a cat flap or anything.
You can have a little bit of bother with that, yes.
Hold on the chimney.
Yeah.
Oh, I might actually try that.
Oh no.
I'm like a white cat, and I'm
How
gonna
many-
come out black.
How many modern houses have a chimney?
Yeah, exactly.
And
Well,
this is a modern build
You
house.
didn't. Oh,
Most of them are blocked up if they do have a chimney anyway.
I've lived in a house with a chimney before.
No, I'll say, look, how about if the humans are still awake, we could
Just keep meowing. Meow.
yell at the
Come
door,
in.
or we could
Meow.
see if the boy has his sleeping room.
Oh, there's another Boggin.
If the boy has a sleeping room somewhere where we can reach, maybe we could get him to let us in through the window.
Possibly so, yes.
Yeah. There's another one.
Oh, is that the dad's boggin?
Yeah.
Do you normally only get one per person?
No, you can get dozens.
Oh, God.
Shit. Oh no. Right.
I'm just going to move that something from there over to...
I
Oh,
imagine this one's probably going to be... This one will be tough, but this will be a strong one.
Well, there's trees right next to the house you could maybe use to try and climb
I'm
up.
going to ask the ferals why they think there are so many Boggins with this one house.
Well, must be something about the humans in there are sad or angry or upset about something.
Well, the boy was sad that his...
He did mention something about his mum.
Oh, I wonder if his mother was the human that got killed by one of the big metal boxes on the big path.
Oh no. Oh.
There was an accident on the big path. What the humans call an accident on the big path recently. Well, fairly recently. And there was a woman killed by one of the big metal boxes. There was something wrong with the person in the big metal box, so they were acting funny and they smelled sharp.
Alright.
Is it that same kind of smell the humans tend to get when they're like they have
When they have friends over.
Yes.
or it's when that time when they have all the lights and all the stuff in like paper that you can play with and things like that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that sort of funny sharp water that they drink. It makes them all wobbly.
Smells weird.
Yes.
My human spilt a bit on the floor once, and I started to drink it, and it didn't taste very nice. They stopped me right away, so maybe it's not very good for us.
Interesting point. It's unlikely to make them drunk, but it's very, very bad for them.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful around alcohol and cats because they will sometimes drink it, and it is bad for them. And tomcats are particularly bad for lager.
That's really weird.
Yeah. Like every tomcat I've had, if you put a lager down and you take your eye off it, the cat will be straight in. So you've got to be careful.
Chugging it.
Golgotha
Chug.
used to love lager, love curry. It was like such a bloke. It was unbelievable.
Oh God. Lager and curry. Right.
Yes, it is extremely bad for them. So don't give them any.
No.
Can I ask a question, Brian?
Yeah.
As I have magician, is there some kind of magic I can use to stop these Boggins from coming back? Because if it was his mum died, is there some kind of magical protection that we can give him?
You can have a look in the cat tricks. But usually the way cats do it is to just try and deal with whatever negative emotions humans are having that is causing the...
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Marie.
Okay, so I think I'm going to climb up the tree and see if I can get to a window ledge and see if that's the boy's room.
Right, okay. Just before you do that, I'm just going to say, I'm surprised Marie hasn't noticed anything about this map yet.
Hold on.
It's going to hit her in a second.
I'm zoomed out.
There's no reason why the rest of you should get it, but I'm surprised Marie hasn't.
Right. Okay.
Possibly because all I have is a black box, Brian.
Oh, that would probably be why.
All right. I can see it.
Have a look. Right, on night vision.
So just accidentally.
10. Light grey. Night vision effects, nocturnal. Save settings. Better?
Yeah, now I can see something. Is this you made this? What you made your mum's house?
Aye.
Oh,
This is actually slightly smaller than hers, but it is based on the same design. Aye.
Can I suggest, whilst Pywakit's climbing up this tree, let's hope they don't have to call the fire brigade out. um, can I say to the feral cats, like, have you ever thought about maybe making one of the boy here your human?
Why?
Because you would get fed every day and you'd get scritches and pets and love, and you would be able to help him from being sad and getting lots of boggins.
You are making a good argument for this, so I will make you make a roll, but make it code easy, so it's one success will be enough.
Yay, 2 passes.
2 passes in that case, yes, you've convinced them that once this is all over, they will see if they can adopt this human.
Yeah,
and that
like
would,
just keep going up to the door and being cute and
yeah.
yeah. So you see, you will love it. And inside the houses are nice and warm, and sometimes they get you treats. And I'll just keep going on and on and on and on and on. I only
There we
needed
go.
1 success, didn't I? So I can add
You
a
did. You
thing.
can add the others to the. Where are we? Right. Okay, Marie, you should be on a separate map to everyone else now. So I'm just going to check what you can see. Make sure you can see what you should be able to see. Nope. Of course not.
She took some damage to her face. She was probably like, a bit drowsy.
So that's that, and nocturnal, and save settings. Right, now you can. So the person you can see in hold on, that's not there. The person you can see in the bed there is Robin, and obviously he's not standing on it; he's lying down, he's asleep.
Yeah,
That's
right.
definitely Robin's room that you're peering. You're not right up against the window there. You're a little bit further off because you're in the closest tree, which is I'll just adjust for that. Should actually put you there. There you
Yeah. Okay. I wanted to establish that he was in his bed and sleeping.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back down the tree,
Right.
and I'm going to say to the other cats, I'm going to try to find him in the dreaming.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
When she comes back down, I'll ask her if his window's open.
Okay. No, the window will be closed, I think.
No, it's closed tight.
Okay.
Okay.
I
So
think we should try to find him in the dreaming and tell him that the other cats will look after him.
Okay. Well, I am.
Oh,
Have we seen the? Because we were over here. Did we see this boggin through that bay window?
well, you're actually lower than the wall, I suppose. But if you peered over the wall, you'll have definitely seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will have, because I'll have jumped up probably.
Okay. So what you see is the boggin's definitely there. It seems much more powerful than the version of it you've already seen. It's the same. It looks like the same woman. It's another ghost of the same woman, but it's an older boggin.
Right. Okay.
So you can have multiple ghosts of the same people because they're not really their spirits. They're boggins that manifest as.
It's like they're pretending to be them, essentially, aren't they? Like
That's
almost
exactly
like
right. Yes.
yeah,
In order to further upset the
upset them. Yeah.
father. Now this one seems powerful, and actually you would probably need some kind of
Because
some kind
I
of
want to say to Pywakit, I think that's a good idea, but I think we might need all of us to get the boggin that's in there now, and I'll tell her to come and have a look.
Okay, should we try to find a way into the house? Humans never shut them fully. We can always find a way in.
Yeah, I think so. I'll just wait to see what
Might just
Brian
bap
wants
on the
me to
window
roll.
until he opens the door.
Sorry,
Over.
I'm just my own cat is going a bit berserk at the moment.
No.
What's what's the plan? I was just
Um,
distracted trying to figure out what she was up
you
to.
were gonna ask me to roll something about the boggin,
I
I
was,
think.
wasn't I? Yes. So, yeah, some kind of bog and law sort of thing. So,
Pywakit's looking at it now as well. I
okay.
guess.
So I'm gonna say this is probably a tail roll, and if Pywakit's also making a roll, they can add their witch reputation to it.
Marie's, if you look in chat.
Oh dear.
So I roll tail, did you say?
Yes.
I guess none of my things are going to go for that other. I'll add 2 style on as well,
Okay.
because my tail's not very good.
Okay. So
2 passes. No, 3 passes.
3.
3 passes. Okay. So you're going to know that this is a much more powerful boggin.
Okay.
Is therefore likely to have some boggin magic of its own.
Oh,
I'll start like automatically hissing and floofing up as I'll relay this back to all the cats. I'll say we definitely need to group together to get this one.
Okay.
how do you guys feel about me sitting on the windowsill and then just batting the window until the owner comes to shoot me, and then we run in?
The problem with that is they'll come running after us. If like you opened a window and like how many cats came rushing in, started running around your house?
I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we need to try and sneak in. So, like as Marie suggested, maybe we could have a look around the house, see if there are any open windows or doors or anything like that. And if not, then we might need to try and
I
persuade
do have a really
wake
nice
the
coat, so I
body.
could just distract them.
I mean, maybe, but it would also wake the boy up. I think if we had to get one of them to let us in, it would be the boy. So we'd have to
Yeah,
go up
that's
and
probably
try and
better.
tap on his bedroom window to wake him up. But preferably we
True.
want to try and keep him awake so we could do Marie's plan after.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just my idea. Like, if you have other plans, then go for it.
There's
Can I
one
have a
other
look around the
thing I
back, Brian?
need to mention. Yes, you can. There's one other thing I need to mention. I just haven't read my notes there.
Okay.
That you learned by that passing that thing about boggin law, right?
Right.
You suspect that the power of this boggin at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You think the father can see it.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Well,
shit.
that's sad.
Right. That's the window into the.
Oh, it's a window. Damn.
Yes.
Can I sneak up to the bay window and just sort of like peer ever so slightly up so like I'm not obviously on the window. You
Yes.
just see like my ears and my eyes and my little 2 paws.
Yes.
And like see if the dad who's there is sort of reacting or talking to the
He's
boggin.
talking to the boggin and he's drinking heavily.
Oh, what's he saying?
Well, give me a face test, see if you can make it out.
Okay. A face test.
It's difficult because it's through glass and you're not really sure about human lip reading. So it's going to be 3 passes you're going to need to hear it in.
Right. Well, I've
Fingers
only
as
got
well.
my face has gone down to 3, so I'm gonna add my last 2 style. What did you say?
Thing
Then?
is as well, Jenny, if he
Mhm.
sees us attacking the Boggin, he's probably gonna think that we're like killing the ghost of his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because
So
he might
he'll
think
end up fighting us.
that's it. Someone will probably have to try and distract him or something. Yeah. I've got 4 passes.
Okay, so you can put one of those in your style. With 4 passes, you
Yay.
can basically make out what he's saying. He's talking
Okay.
about how much he misses her and how he's sorry that he didn't give her a lift to see our friends that night. That he
Oh.
was busy watching the football and it never
Oh.
occurred to him it would be dangerous to cross the road and it's all his fault and he really misses her and it's difficult to bring up the boy on his own and one day he's going to have to explain to the boy that it's his fault that she got hit by a car.
Mm. Yeah. Oh. Misty's tail will droop and her ears will go down. And she'll sort of look all sad, and she'll go over to the others and tell them that what he's been saying, and that
Okay.
we're probably going to have to distract him, and we need to get rid of this Boggin. It's making him upset. So.
Are there any entry points from that I can see?
Yeah, from where you are, I think they are. You're looking at it's a glass room, effectively. You've heard humans use different terms for it, like sunroom or refectory. Not refectory. Do I mean refectory? I don't mean refectory.
A
Conservatory?
conservatory.
Conservatory, thank you, yes. Mind went a bit blank there.
What is a refectory?
Refectory is where you would, it's like a dining room, a communal dining room
Hmm.
in
Fair enough.
a place of, like like a communal,
Hmm.
you would have a
Like a
refectory
dining hall,
a dining
essentially, in a
hall,
way.
yeah. So you'd
Yeah,
have a refectory in a college or a school or
yeah,
a monastery,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, but one of these panels does have, like every second or third panel has a hatch window in and one of them's open.
Oh, yes.
So you could get into the conservatory about here.
I'm gonna meow really fucking loud so they can hear me.
All right. And I'll be like, shh, not too loud. The humans will hear. Right. So I don't know where that is on the bit that I'm at because it's all blanked
Just
off.
tell you to come around, like into the backyard.
Backyard. Right. Right round the back of the
Yeah.
house. Aha. Okay. Obviously, I don't know what Pywakit's doing because I don't think Marie's back yet. But
She's not.
Get the strays to come with us as well, because if this Boggin looks really strong, we're gonna need all the help we can get.
yeah. All right. Well, let's jump in, and I'll say at least one of us will need to distract the dad human, because if he sees us attacking, because he can see the Boggin.
You've got the higher chance. You're cute, aren't you?
Mm.
You'll
Yeah,
have the higher
I can
chance.
try it, but if my amazing cuteness does not work, then we'll have to think of something else. So right, we'll make our way inside,
Okay.
and I will go sort of ahead. So my plan is to just very calmly and slowly walk into the living room area,
Right.
and I'll be making cute noises and like making myself as cute as possible, and maybe looking like limping, like I've hurt myself, and I'll be like, oh, I do like I can't do it because my throat's messed up, but you get the idea. And I'll be like, oh, I like I need help, so that he's like, oh, the kitty, and he'll like maybe come and try and
Okay,
and
so
then I'll run through into a different room, like into here or something,
okay, so
and then I'll let him pick me up, maybe.
right. So where are the other cats going to be hiding while you're doing this?
Probably, I would say if we make our way through the house, this room, they could maybe hide behind the chairs or under the table or something.
Right? Yeah.
It's up to you. It's up to them, I guess. you know, in this little sort of
Yeah, I'm
little,
gonna hide behind the couch.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'll whisper to him, make sure your stupid fluffy tail isn't sticking out.
Okay, so as you go in, looking injured and meow meow, you can see the ghost kind of looks at you and hisses, and takes like several steps back. Confused, the husband looks up. He goes, "Oh, the cat! How the cat got in? Oh, the poor little cat! Oh, so, I don't know what your problem is. You always wanted a cat. You said you like cats."
This poor guy, and I'm like, ew, and I'll start like limping.
Okay, give me a roll. Let's see if this is going to work on him. So it is face. Now, it's obviously distressing what he thinks is the ghost of his wife, so this is going to make it a
Yeah.
much more difficult task than it might otherwise be.
Okay.
So you're going to need probably 2 successes here, I think.
Okay. Well, I've got. As my face has gone down to 3. I've got cuteness, which should help me.
It will, yes, you can use your cuteness.
5, and I'll use my 1 style points. That's 6.
Right, okay.
Okay. Successes, please get
So pass,
1, 2,
pass,
3,
pass,
4,
pass.
4. Yes.
Oh yeah.
4, you only need 2,
Jesus.
so you can put 2 back in your style.
Hey.
And
I won't let him pick me up. I'll start backing out,
right,
and
yeah.
as make sure he's following me, and I'll run through into like this room here,
Right.
and then I'll let him,
Okay. So you run through into that room before he manages to catch you. The Boggins not coming because it's things that currently only knows about 1 cat and it doesn't want to be anywhere near it. The rest of you can hear the Boggins sort of hissing. Yes, cats everywhere. I'll destroy it if it comes back.
Yeah. So
See if
use
I
all.
don't.
Yeah, and then he's gonna have all this like SWAT team of cats come crashing through the door. You want to go quick before the guy decides to like pull me back into the living room or something.
I was hoping to ambush him, but I don't think the Boggins gonna come this way, is it?
Hard to say. So
Well,
There's nothing. Is there anything I can do to force it to come this way? Can we do? Let's do a psychological warfare and everyone just meow around us.
Well, it's up to you, but I thought if you went into the living room, it's the furthest room away from.
Yeah, I know.
But I mean, you could look round the corner and see if it's coming closer, or you could something.
I wonder if there's any.
To you.
Okay, so
You're gonna have to hurry up though, because the guy, this is only a temporary distraction.
right, I think I'm gonna have to clear this because it's doesn't seem to have summoned my. Wait a minute. I think I might know what I need to do. Although that should have summoned that to the new map.
Yeah, I guess we should just run in there and hopefully get some kind of surprise on it. It doesn't know about us, so.
See if I can copy that over and see if that fixes whatever's gone wrong.
Yeah, because I mean, you could get basically a surprise attacking on it, couldn't you? If you all just rush in, you know it's in there.
What the hell's happening with this damn thing?
I'm really curious. The amount of like dice dogs get to roll and everything. Hope we fight a dog.
Well, it depends.
Can imagine like big dogs must get like dozens of dice. Honestly, literally dozens.
Some of them probably, maybe.
Okay, so let's see if I can get this to work.
Just like you take 36
What the hell is
scars.
it doing?
Well, I'm dead.
Okay, the API seems to be doing something bizarre. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blank off the turns entirely, remove all turns.
Yeah, is it like? Do you think it's still connected to the other one?
I do. Yeah, I think that's exactly what the problem is. So we're going to try that again. I'm going to pop the Boggin in. Add turn.
It must be because it's saying like, oh, the last turn was image not found, which would have been the Boggin because you deleted it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I think it's still keyed to that. So let's try this again. So add turn.
Oh, I'm faster than the Boggin. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna bite its ankles.
Turn. I seem to be adding a lot of turns here. Right. Okay. So Winston, what's your legs?
4 + 1 for my quick acting thing, so 5.
Okay, so 5. And feral chunk is 4.
Feral chunk.
Yes. And small feral is 4.
It's so cute.
Pywakit, I think we decided was 4 as well. Misty?
4.
A lot of 4s. Okay. Okay, let's see if it's going to work this time. Yeah, brilliant. It even sent us the person that's acting now, so that's good. So, starting with Winston Furchill, what are you going to do?
Okay. Are we able to coordinate our attacks so we effectively go in at the same time? Just bomb rush the thing.
Surprise attack.
Yeah, I mean, what we could do, instead of the way we did it last time, which was essentially had a lot of like individual combats with the Boggin, is we can do it all as one, so that everybody rolls. We apply all the damage that the creature takes in one go, and it just picks one of you to attack. We could do it that way. It's not actually very clear in the rules how you run a fight when it's not just one-on-one. So I was kind of
Like a cat swarm. That sounds kind of fun.
The rules are written assuming that the fights are always going to be like just one against one at any given time, where rather than like 4 cats attacking a single Boggin. So I kind of had to extrapolate, and that's one way I could do it, and the way I've just described is another, if you'd like to try that instead.
Yeah, sounds pretty fun.
Then we can decide which we liked better, and if we play in future, we'll use whichever system we preferred.
Okay.
So, if all the cats want to make their attacks, then?
I'm not attacking.
Do we choose individually where we want to hit if we're all making attacks at the same time, if you know what I mean?
Yes, I would say so. Yeah.
Are we going to presume Pywakit's attacking him as well? Because I can't, because obviously I'm with the human.
I would say probably, yes.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to go in there. I'm going to be using my claws, and I'm going to use Shark Claw as well.
Right.
Just get maximum dice.
Yeah.
So for me, that's 1, 2. Fuck's sake. So shit. Only 2.
2.
So you scored 2. The first feral scored 1.
I thought that was the thing.
Yeah, me too.
Thank God it wasn't.
The second feral scored 3. 2, sorry.
2, yeah.
So the ferals score 3 between them. So they're going to land all their scars on the...
Maybe I could call out and say go for the claws.
Boggins claws than it is. All right.
Are you going to roll for Pywakit, Brian?
I don't know. I've got quite a lot to do as it is.
I know it's just because I can't see Marie's character sheet. So.
Okay.
I mean, you could just. I could.
Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
Kinda.
just figure out Pywakit's. Claws are 3, fangs are 4, so Pywakit's liable to be attacking with fangs for 4. None of the special reputations are going to make any difference. So you can roll the 4 for Pywakit. So Winston, you did
2.
2. Where were you attacking?
I'm going for its claws.
You're going for its claws as well, so another 2.
Pywakit only got 1 hit.
Scars. And where's Pywakit hitting?
Claws.
Claws, right you are, so fuck's sake. So you're racing in, basically scratching the hell out of the creature's claws in a desperate attempt to render it as defenseless as possible. And
This
you've
thing
already
I don't want to find out how much damage it does.
well, you've already reduced its claws by 2 so far.
Oh,
2
sick.
rolls so
Pretty
far.
good.
So is there anybody whose dice rolls I'm still waiting for?
Well, I haven't rolled anything for me, but because I'm not fighting, so would I need to
No,
do
you
something with the guy?
I'm going to assume it's going to take a little, like a couple of rounds for you to do whatever you're doing
Yeah.
over there.
Okay.
So the creature is going to use one of its Boggin powers. And when I find it... Right, you are. That should pop
I
up.
feel really alone in here.
Oh, that's odd. It should have shown me a token action when I clicked on that token. There it is. Okay, so as you guys are all thrashing about, an ornament picks itself up off the sideboard and is slammed into. Let's see now. First person I see, Winston. You've got that smack upside your face. 2 scars in the face.
I'm really fluffy. I think it should be my coat.
Nope, it's definitely your face.
How many did you say? 2?
2 scars to your face.
That's 4 total to my face then.
That's 4, right? Okay. So you now have.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. I was looking at the wrong one. Sorry.
Right. Okay.
Sorry. Scars. Okay, I'm good.
Okay, you good? Right, you are. So that's the first combat round over and done with. So it's the next combat round, and I'm going to roll the ghosty first, but it's all happening at the same time. I'm going to do the same thing, so another Boggin power. This time going to use, I think, this one. Oh, shit, okay. 2 more scars in Winston's face.
Oh,
This time the creature just grabs you by the head and just this wave of cold. You know when you get brain freeze from ice cream?
Yeah.
That's the sensation you get. So take 2 more scars to your face.
Yeah, now it's went down.
Yeah, so take 1 off your face. What's that reduce it to?
To 3.
To 3. Okay, so you're still fine. You're still in a fight at the moment. So would all the cats like to make their rolls, please?
Can you guys bring yourself in the room so I'm not the only target?
well, I can't. I'll roll for Pywakit. 46.
I'll be biting this round.
Tell you what, I'm just going to roll all of the feral attacks together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
4.
Wow.
So the ferals have just crippled 3 separate. Well, the one have crippled them, so they will. You did tell them to go for the claws, so that's the claws are now crippled.
I got 3 there. The claws are completely crippled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I do a roll to determine what Boggins use to cast their magic?
Yeah.
Okay, is it a tail roll?
It won't be a tail roll because they don't have tails.
No, I mean like to determine what they
Oh,
use to
sorry.
cast the
Yes, it
magic.
is. Yeah.
I'm going to use my one and only style point
Right.
because my tail's not actually amazing.
Okay, so you're going to need 2 passes
Okay.
here. You
I
got 3.
got one.
Oh, no, you got 1.
Did I?
Sorry. You got
Oh
1.
no.
Shit.
You got 1.
Damn.
So you've got no idea what Boggins used to cast their magic with.
This is a bit sneaky, but what are the parts of the boggin again?
Claws, face, fangs, legs, thumbs.
I think it's the thumbs.
Might be the face. It's not
I'm
likely
going
to
to
be the
attack
fangs.
them. So the 3 damage I did, they're going to the thumbs.
The 3
Yes.
damage to the thumbs. Right, you are.
Yes.
Okay.
3
Right.
sixes. I'll let you know.
Well, Pywakit got 2 hits as well.
Right, where would you like to
So-
put them?
She will coordinate with Winston,
Okay,
so
2 more
she'll
scars
do
to the
2 to
thumbs.
the thumbs as well.
2 scars to the thumbs plus a
Bite him in his
level
thumb.
drop. Okay, so as this massive whirling, scratching, biting, clacking, thrashing mass of cats and boggin in this room. Meanwhile, Misty's like, my paw hurts. And this guy, there, come here, you little kitty. Let's see what it is, little kitty.
I know he's arseholed as well,
He's
so I could probably
completely,
keep it in here a while.
However,
Just being all
so
cute.
far there's not been a huge amount of, because there's been like one ornament smashed upside a cat's head. There's not been a massive amount of noise to attract him to the fact that all hell is broken loose in his front room.
I'll try and like if I hear a noise, I'll try and like meow over the top of it.
Right.
That probably won't work well.
Explosion.
I mean,
Meow.
fair
So-
enough. So on our 3rd combat round, it's going to be
Explosion.
time for the ghost.
I don't know what kind of powers this thing has, man.
I'm going to use the cold attack again because that seemed to work really, really quite well.
Oh God.
3 hits. So it has
Oh.
delivered 3 more scars to Winston's face, as once again
Stop aiming for my
this
face.
sense of icy cold, like brain freeze. It's really,
His brain
really
is literally
deeply
going to freeze with this amount of damage to his little face.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't forget, in any round you can burn a life to avoid the damage that you took in that round.
It's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it yet, because you can heal, can't you?
You can dodge as well.
You can dodge,
Oh,
it
but I
means you
like-
wouldn't
I
do
like
any
doing my
damage. Yeah. So
Yeah.
would all the cats now like to make their attacks, please?
Okay.
Right. You.
2 successes for Pywakit.
Okay, where would Pywakit?
Yeah, 2 for me as well.
Where would you both like to put your scars?
Thumb.
Thumb. Jenny?
Stop
Yep.
touching me. Meow.
It would be the same
So it's
for
2, 4. So that's 6 scars that you're going to get through between. So it's like you do 2, he does 2. It already had 2. So that comes up to 6 scars, which drops the thumbs down to 1.
Oh, good.
So the thing's already in a very, very bad way.
Okay.
The
Big-
ferals have gone miss, miss, hit, miss, miss, hit, miss, 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 hit, hit,
4.
miss, miss. Yeah, 4. 4 hits now. They don't know where you're putting everything. Pardon me. So they're going to go for the fangs, which you can see why they would think that was a logical place to go for after the.
Yeah.
You know, so the Boggin's starting to sort of shriek in terror now at this point, as it's desperately thrashing about, trying to finish you off. And
Good.
although it's a powerful Boggin, it's just too badly outnumbered by all the cats it's having to try and fight off
It
at
is.
once. Meanwhile, the drunk guys are, oh, what was that? And then
Oh no.
Misty's like, Meow, Meow. Oh, it must have been the kitty. Come on, kitty.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's have a
The
little
cat doing a
paw.
demonic screech.
All right, meow meow. Look at me.
So,
It must have been on the TV. Had the TV on, didn't he?
yeah, yes.
Something on the telly.
Yeah, it must have been something on the telly, wasn't it?
Must have been the wind.
So, knowing that it doesn't have long left in this fight, it's going to try and finish Winston off with
Please don't.
No.
icy touch to the head again.
Oh my god.
So again, it's grabbed him by the head, and 3 scars to your head this time.
I'm going to try and dodge this time. I don't want to lose my face.
Okay, go for it.
It's your legs that you use to dodge.
It's your legs you lose to dodge, but it means you don't get to apply any attacks this round.
Right, hear me out. I have an ability called the Climber. To
Yeah.
dodge him, can I climb up his arm?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh, well,
Just a
2,
second.
I guess.
You okay, Beth?
2 passes. How many did you need?
To
Well, it took
dodge,
3
you
damage.
needed. Well, you've done it. I think. Hold on, 1, 2.
He got 3 successes.
Okay,
Or
so
3 hits, I guess.
you've dodged 2 of the scars. So it's like as he's touching you, you've slipped out of his grasp. So you take 1 scar to the head and avoid all the other damage.
Thing is, that brings me over the edge, so my face is now down to 2.
Oh dear.
Mm,
So you
Yeah,
get
it's
no
not good.
attacks this round. And
How's Maria? She alright?
yeah, it's just heading back down
Yeah,
there.
back.
Oh, hello.
I'm back.
Oh, I
the-
hope you're feeling better.
Can the cats who
Thank
are
you.
attacking this round all make their attack rolls, please?
Well, Marie's back, so I'll
Yeah,
let
so
her
she
do
can
it now.
roll Pywakit. I'll roll for the 2 ferals.
Okay.
I'm kicking the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shit, they've done, between the 2 of them, they've done 10 damage. I think
Wow.
they've just. And they were going for the fangs. So they
Yeah.
have destroyed the ghost's fangs.
So if we finish off the thumbs, this thing's dead.
That would be 3. You need 4, but actually they've still got some left. So they've delivered. They've crippled its thumbs.
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So you just need to cripple 1 more stat, and you've finished the thing.
Yes.
So we can either go for it. Is anything else damaged?
I'd say go for the face, to be honest.
Yeah, there's only a face and legs left to worry about.
Go for my
Yeah.
face. How do you like it?
Yeah, exactly. Poor,
So if
Winston
Pywakit would like to
Furchill.
make a roll and see.
Okay, I'll use my fangs.
Fangs, okay?
Okay.
chomp.
It's a shame we can't cast Fireball or like Fluff Ball.
Yeah.
Fluff ball, yeah.
That's 3
1,
passes.
3 passes, and that was an attack too. Did you say the face?
The fangs, was it the
Fangs.
fangs we were trying to get?
Fangs are already gone.
They're gone, yeah.
Right, what
There's
was
only
it?
the
Thumbs?
legs and face left.
The thumbs
Legs
are
and
gone.
face. Right. So what do you want me to go for, legs or face?
Face.
Face.
Face, because we're trying to stop it from casting its.
Okay, so
It's
Yeah.
got like poltergeist abilities,
Yeah.
so it's like,
so you've wounded it in the face now as well,
Mhm.
just to make matters incredibly bad for things. I've just realised something. I haven't been spending its boggin points.
Oh
So
no!
It's going to use those to bring its thumbs back into play.
Oh,
Is what the
it's the thumbs it uses because we don't know what it uses to cast its poltergeist things.
It's
So
it's
looking
brought
like
them
its
back then, yeah.
thumbs,
it's
yeah.
its thumbs, yeah, the little shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You can see them like click back into place and grow back out, but you can see like the whole boggin looks slightly more ephemeral than it did before. So it's burned some of, just like you would burn a life to do certain things, it's burning
Yeah.
something its
Right.
equivalent.
Yeah.
So it is the next combat round, and the boggin is going to use a point.
Another one.
So you race in to attack its thumbs, and it just like its thumbs just seem to like keep slipping out of your grasp. So it's burned a boggin point in order to save its thumbs. Now the ferals are going to try the same. So between them, it's 14d6.
Jesus. That's so much.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Eight.
8.
8, yeah.
Jesus, man.
OBS temporarily crapped out on us there, but it seems to have come back in. So that's 8 attacks on the thumbs, so it's going to have to burn another bogging
Another bogging
point.
point.
Otherwise, it will lose its thumbs, and I can't reach the damn thing because it's gone behind OBS. Hold on. Here we go. So, yeah, another bogging point. So it's only got 1 bogging point left. But
Good.
whilst its thumbs are still in action, it's going to try and use its ghost throw on Winston. I should really
Ghost
move
throw.
these cats up to where they actually are in the fight. There we go. Because they're all sort of piling in on. But Winston's about to wind up over here somewhere. Probably. Let's just make a ghost throw check and see.
I'm going to chuck him out the window.
Oh no! It's
All
failed!
fails.
Oh,
yeah.
that's amazing.
Right, so it tries to pick you up and throw you, and because it's thinking cats are small and it can only throw small items. Only you're a Norwegian forest cat.
Yeah,
So
you're
you're
big.
not that small. Yeah, you was chunk. So you can feel like for a second there's the effort of something trying to lift you, and you pause, just you up on tiptoe for a second, and then you just sat back down. I'm going fucking nowhere.
And I bet Winston is really glad he ate all those tuna sandwiches earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, all the cats may attack.
Well, you know where I'm attacking.
Alright. So that's
2 successes.
That's 2 successes on its thumbs. That's another reduction of power. So, Pywakit.
3 successes in the same.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's going to burn its last boggin point, otherwise it's going to lose its thumbs. So it's run out of boggin points, so it's getting much, much weaker now. It's going to have to fire up. Hold on a second. Because the 2 ferals have got to go yet.
Meanwhile, you cut back to the kitchen and there's Misty lying on the floor going, I'm so cute.
Yes.
And there's some guy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shit, they've done 7 points.
Wow.
Can't save. So 2 points destroy its thumbs. That's still 5 more scars to place.
It's actually 8.
Okay. So that's 4 more. Okay, so that
Yeah,
means
it is 8
its face
tosses,
is
yeah.
down by 1 as well. And it's got a surplus scar. Fucking hell. Okay, so it's in a bad way. Its thumbs are now crippled. Its claws are crippled. Its fangs are crippled. It's largely defenseless.
That's what you
You
get.
need to cripple one more stat to finish it off, though. So, all the cats may attack.
It's already been damaged to its face, so maybe
Yeah.
go for
2
that.
points to its face.
2 more points to its face. That takes its face down by 1 more. And you've ripped away most of its face. As the various cats are clawing and gouging away, like the spectral flesh you're seeing underneath just the skull, the bare skull, and now sort of a bleeding, half-damaged eye.
Lovely.
Underneath this now panicking Boggin. Pywakit.
There we are.
Oh,
2 successes. So,
yep.
same as everyone else.
Same as
Face.
everyone else, so you've gone for the face. And as Pywakit leaps in and claws face, gouging out the second eye of this Boggin, suddenly it just goes and just dissipates into wisps of smoke.
That's the second one Pywakit finished off, isn't it?
Did Pywakit finish the first one?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Got a
hell.
killing blow on both of them.
Boggins
Okay.
Slayer.
Well, yes, Boggins Slayer, indeed. You could take the Boggin Slayer reputation if you wanted to in the rules, but you have destroyed the Boggin that was the source of all the the problems in the house. As the rest of you kind of slink up. Oh no, you were going to. Was it you were going to visit him in the dream? Wasn't
Yeah.
it? Okay. So the rest of you. Oh, we've lost OBS again. Never mind. It'll be on the recording, and that's the important thing. Oh, and it's back.
Well, I think is we're going to try and sort of sneak out. Like, if I hear that the fighting stopped, because obviously cat hearing is going to be better,
Yeah.
I'll draw the drunk dad back through into the front room, and all the rest of you can, like, sort of hide where you were before, and then go back out through that window again. I guess you could do that.
So as you guys all hide, the two ferals decide to just stay here, like, quite openly, just put in
Yeah.
the middle of the thing. As the dad comes back in, he's like, "Oh, look at this more little kid. Where are all the kitties coming from? No,
Yeah.
cute little kitties." And he starts petting the ferals.
Yeah.
So that
They're going to stay, aren't they?
they're
now?
going to stay. So that plan of yours to see if you could get them to adopt the ferals appears to be working.
Yeah.
That way, this household will always be protected against Boggins.
Brilliant.
The rest of you creep out and decide to attempt to make contact with the boy in his dream, I think was the plan, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Pywakit was going to lead that.
Okay. Well, you've already scent marked him, so I'm going to say give me a face test. You're going to need 2 successes to find
Right,
him in the dream.
my face stat had been reduced, so
Yes, so you'll be testing on the reduced version of the
just
stat.
yeah. One pass.
1 pass, right? You are. So you're struggling to find him a bit, unless
So
you want
can
to
I
use
use my?
any.
I've got 2 style points. Can I use
Yeah,
those?
you can. Yeah.
Not another pass.
Second pass. Eventually, however, you manage to find him in the dream.
So I'm going to, in the dream, I'm going to speak to him and say to him that when he awakens from his dream, there will be cats. There will be 2 cats in his house, and they'll look after him from
Could
now
maybe
on.
say that his mum is like at peace or something. I don't know.
That that you, a bad thing happened, but his mum is somewhere being looked after by many wonderful and beautiful kitties, and that 2 kitties have come to look after him.
Maybe she sent the kitties to look after him.
Yeah, she sent the kitties to look after him, so you should feed them and make sure they have clean litter and that they have toys to play with.
Yeah. And love
And-
them and hug them and scritch them and
Okay, I think this is going to be quite an easy convince, but give me a court test anyway.
I think my coat's 4. Nope, 3.
oh no.
You only need 1 pass.
Yay!
2.
1 pass. Okay, so in his dream, you tell him about how the kitties have come to look after him and were sent by his mother and all that sort of thing. And when he awakes the next morning, he runs downstairs excitedly to see his new cats. Which, sure enough, his dad is actually asleep on the couch, like hugging both of the cats. The beer bottles are now forgotten about. Not even, he hasn't finished drinking the last beer he had. He just passed out hugging the 2 cats, 2 stray cats.
Oh, it's so heartwarming.
It's so heartwarming. Yeah.
Oh no, it's so nice.
As you all slink back to your home on the far side of the big path where the metal boxes run. I'm not going to make you roll to get across because you've done it twice now. You're pretty confident about getting across this thing, especially as you're doing it at night when the number of cars is lessened. So you make it back, confident in the knowledge that your Clowther has not only saved their neighbourhood from Boggin incursions, but also helped another Clowther protect their neighbourhood. And indeed, you've forged an alliance with a Clowther that, up until yesterday, you would have called glaring because it was an enemy group of cats. And now you consider it a Clowther, an allied group of cats instead. Yes.
Yay! So wholesome.
Yes, indeed. So anyway, thank you very much. That's Cat by John Wick. As far as I can tell, it's the only adventure he's published entirely under his own name. The only game he's published entirely under his own name. It's available on Drive-Thru RPG as Cat. Cat Revised Edition, I think that actually is. It's well worth picking up. It's not particularly expensive. It's an awful lot of fun, as you've just seen.